Saki.
what's going on, my boys, girls, and anywhere in between to another Piazza stream. Hopefully you guys are doing okay on this lovely Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. Man, we're already at the third day of April. We're already zooming by this month super fast, and I'm not ready for it. But you know what else I wasn't ready for? That fucking Direct, man. That shit was fire. I don't care what anybody says. Nintendo actually delivered. I mean, it was a solid one. It was a solid Direct, man. We had a lot of good reveals. We had some little filler stuff along the way. We had some explanation about how the Switch 2 is gonna work. Man, a lot of crazy shit is kind of like happening. So I'm gonna try to take it one step at a time before we get to the main event topic. So I got little small things I have like a little small things that I kind of want to react to. Kind of like want to know for myself. And then after that, we'll get into the nitty gritty. Also, by the way, Kip is streaming right now. It's funny because they just finished, they just updated me, or at least in the morning they updated me, that the VOD channel is like, it's up and ready to go. Well, not up and ready to go, but like, Dead got everything uploaded. Kip got everything mostly uploaded, or just actually Duke got it uploaded. Now I gotta do my part and start uploading my end on the VODs. Let me see. When was the last VOD that I kept? Oh wait, I don't think I got the Twitch thing set up. Well, just know that now it's my turn to start uploading stuff to my VODs, to my VOD channel. Well, what I'll do from then, I don't know, but I'll figure it out as I go by. Or I could just rewatch the previous stream that I did, and me and Dead just laid out like a whole roadmap there. I could do that too as well. So, let me just get a nice drink of water. And by the way, this stream's gonna be more hyper chaotic and crazy, probably at some points. But if you want more of a chill stream, if y'all guys want some nice programming, Kip and Made is building a Wii U right now as we speak. So if y'all guys want to see that, go over there. If not, if y'all want some Switch 2 discussions and some other stuff that Phil's talking about, go to stay here. Do whatever y'all want. I don't care. Today is a fun day. Let me see. If you want to stream where chat isn't read properly, Kip. Oh no! What's going on at Kip's end? Is Kip doing my mistake where, like, I start flubbing up what people say in the text and all that? Is Kip pulling a Piaxis? You don't want to pull a Piaxis. Never go full Piaxis. It's bad enough that there's already one of me. Yo, I'm trying to get into the mood of trying to present the stream because, God, I woke up in blazing heat. Not in that context. But I mean, I woke up like yesterday night was cold as hell. So I got snuggled up. I had my like cuddly blanket and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some art, do a little art, like, you know, like the usual thing that I do late night. I got bored, put on some YouTube, did some like color myself in like a blanket, did some art, which I'll show y'all guys on that soon. And then I laid down, snugly, cozy, and just for just to play it safe, I put up the heater a little bit up. Normally I have it on 70 when it's cold, but this time I was like, you know what? Let's see what we do at 30. 30 sounds alright. 30 or 40, it's okay. Next morning I woke up, it was hot as fuck. Or even no, correction, not the morning, the afternoon. It was hot as fuck. I was like, hey yo, why do it feel so hot today? I think we're like what, 50s? No, I think all this week was gonna be in the 50s to the 70s. So, man, spring is fucking here again. And yet, it still get cold as hell. Like, dog, everybody been getting sick. Freaking El Stripadore got sick. I don't know if she's still recovering right now, but like, yeah, so she got sick. Corey, when I gamed with him yesterday, he started like coughing a lot. So I was like, oh shit, don't tell me this guy gonna wake up with fucking strep throat the next morning. I'm surprised. Well, for me, I'm always stuck with asthma, so I'm not counting asthma for like sickness or anything. That's just my I was gonna say my kink. That's just what happens to me on a daily basis. But like that, I'm surprised I haven't got like any sniffles or like any type of weird sickness or anything like that. Like, oh, I'm good. I just saw the Switch 2 with the Wolfpack, and I want to talk about it, and I don't want to be sick for it. So let me see what the chat is saying before I switch over and when we begin today's stream. Let me see. Bam. And hopefully all y'all guys are doing okay. How y'all guys been? It's always nice to catch up with my beloved chat right here. Bam. Let me see. So. Yeah, you're rubbing off on the... about time. Everybody in the Wolfpack been ragging on me on mistakes on my streams. And like I told Dan in that one Chaos Platinum stream, like, don't make me, like, I'm gonna curse y'all guys. I'm gonna do like a voodoo, I'm gonna do a rain dance. To bring y'all high tier smart programming guys down to my level. And y'all don't want to be down to my level. But at least y'all have the gift of ignorance being bliss. Oh, man. But what's going on, Vista? What's going on, Dead? Hopefully y'all two are doing great. That was deep diving into work stress. Let me see. Yeah, that was diving into work stress, like how he have a meeting still because his days have been 5 chickens with their heads cut off, and the 5 chickens are oh god, the work is just fucking you around then. Oh god, no. Dad, I came to save you. This is why this stream is here. And then Dad went back to the meeting. No, I made this stream for the purpose to save Dad from technical programming and work. And every time when we take Dad out, they keep bringing him back in. Hashtag free Dad. Dad do not deserve this. Dad deserve head pats. Like, oh man. It's like this week. It's like everything that Dad is trying to get away from. He just can't escape it. The inevitable. Oh man. Well, at least till then, till your meeting's over, I'm gonna try to see if I can make this stream pop up in my own way. So where do we begin in this organized yet disorganized stream that I always do? So let's just get to the small topics out of the way, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to cover it if I'm able to do Power tomorrow. Let me see. Bam. So I did actually, speaking of Power, I did mention this in the Power stream. Oh yeah, I do gotta show something that is like Power related, but you know what? I'll save that for the Power stream involving April 1st and a certain visual novel that I want to see the trailer of, but like, I still can't believe that shit is real. It's awesome. But like, yeah, I talked about it briefly in the Power stream. Sonic apparently got an official timeline now. Oh yeah, and I thought smart this time. Like, if y'all guys popping into the stream, I'm not jumping into voice chat unless if I feel like this is gonna be a long stream, so I don't think I'm gonna be popping into voice chat today for Wolfpack. So all the pink tubers are off except for me. I got the special privilege. I got the pass. But like, yeah, apparently Sonic has an official timeline, and I was like, yo, me being a Sonic connoisseur, let's see, let's see this official Sonic timeline, translated by the way, or actively being translated from the Sonic website, and see how I feel about it. Power trailer. I can't believe it's real. It comes out. Power VN trailer. I still can't believe it's real. And then when the game comes out, I can't freaking believe it's real. Vista is like Silk Song. I can't believe it's real. Oh man. But alright. Let me see. I'm just gonna check my audio levels. I'm just gonna check this and that. Bam and bam. So I'm curious, what's going on in the Sonic timeline? I want to know the Sonic official Sonic game lore. Do they fit the IDW comics too? Because this actually takes place like after the after Forces and all that stuff? Like, where did all this fit in? Like, or is it just some of the games? Or is it just like mostly they just go through the games as I'm expecting? Oh, I'm excited, man! I can't wait to see what they're gonna explain in this Sonic lore. Let me see. Okay, so let me get a sip of my water and then we'll begin. Well, since actually has a reason going on insane. It's been going for years. Vista, you know that doesn't mean anything. Because the Power World visual novel thing been going on for a year. Years doesn't apply. Hype is what matters. Toxic Dumb, what is happening today, buddy? We're just gathering around. We're about to go through the Sonic timeline, the official Sonic timeline, before we get to like other stuff to react to, and then we get to talk about the big end. Hopefully I don't take too much of y'all time for this. I expect this to be an hour. And then the other hour is going to be nothing but Switch talk. So don't worry. We got to slow build this before we get to the main event. Like a WrestleMania. Actually, this is like a Switch Mania. So we got to have a pre-show before the big show. Anyway. So where do we start here in our beloved Sonic journey? We start with Sonic Unleashed, Sonic World Adventure. Which I forgot they called it that. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to rename Sonic's World into something else when I start uploading more of my old 8th grade comics to DeviantArt. So we got the events of Sonic Unleashed for let me see, millions of years. This long ago in the distant lands, for millions of years the cycle has continued. Dark Gaia awakened to destroy the Earth. Well, like a foolish like Gaia emerges to heal and restore it. Okay, so they're talking about the beginning of Sonic Unleashed, so, or at least the main one of the lores of Sonic Unleashed, of where you know you got Chip and you got the Dark Gaia, the final boss. They clash like every couple thousand millions of years. Earth breaks apart, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? This one goes for Sonic Frontiers, a game that I haven't played yet, but I got do I got that actually downloaded on what you call it, the PlayStation 4 that Dead gifted me? I'm pretty sure I have. Actually, now would be the perfect time. Well, after this stream, I guess now would be the perfect time to catch up on it too. There've been a couple games that I've been wanting to play, and it's been nice goofing around in other games and not saving them for like streams. So, hey, we're not at Sonic 06 yet. Why Silver's playing? So now we got Frontiers, the Ancient, and the Chaos Emeralds. The Ancient fled to the Earth, bringing the Chaos Emeralds with them. A small group of descendants took their refuge in what will be later known as the Mystic Ruins. Hey, we got that from Sonic Adventure, where they built the Master Emerald Shrine. So this is Knuckles' tribe, I'm guessing, or at least Knuckles' ancestors. Which, I remember that briefly in Sonic Frontiers, there was like a cutscene where Knuckles tried to remember his roots because he's the guardian of the Master Emerald, and the people that's like writing the Sonic Frontiers team, they're aware that later Sonic games, they kind of forgot that Knuckles actually do have a purpose. He's not just a hothead in the team. He's not, or later became the dumbass of the team. So, they gave him this story of where, oh, this place that we're at, Sonic, this is stuff that I'm familiar with my culture and all that stuff. Like, he started learning about his heritage again and what it means to be the protector of the Master Emerald, if I can remember. Let me see. Is this the one with Syphilis the Dark? No, that is Sonic 06. Which, if we're talking about Memphis, Tennessee. Alright. Over hundreds and thousands of years, the Ancients eventually evolved into Chao. Oh, so this is like the origins for the Chao. So wait, I gotta play Frontiers. Is there some shit where the Ancients, is this like a game theory that is like, there's the Ancients and then they became Chao and then later became Knuckles' tribe, they all became Echidnas? I mean, I don't know. I always get those two confused. Who else? Are you talking about Mephiles? That's the main Sonic 06 boss, I think. I always forget his name until I start remembering Snapcube. So this is tens of thousands of years ago. We're back to Sonic Unleashed, where they talk about the prophecy. Let's see. The Earth was destroyed by Dark Gaia, a super energy life form that emerged from the planet's core. This event was later recorded in the ancient text known as the Gaia Manuscripts. Yep, and we kind of saw that in like the cutscene, so like in Sonic Unleashed. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. I can't believe this is so cool looking through this. Again, we're at tens of thousands of years ago, and we've got Sonic Riders actually, because so they threw in the lore of the Babylons. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Me, Sonic Riders is one of my favorite Sonic games too. God, the first game, because I never played the second one. And fuck Free Riders. God is the first game hard to play, but you know what? I love it. It was one of the first Sonic games where I 100%ed everything, and freaking Super Sonic, I remember, was a bitch to get. You gotta get like all S's, I think, in like in the missions, and some of those missions were goddamn near impossible to do. But damn, it was worth it because Super Sonic was implied overpowered as fuck. Jet is such a cool design. I would love to see more of the Babylon rogues in future Sonic games. Like, I wonder if they're gonna make it into Team Sonic, like the new Team Sonic racing game. I mean, goddamn, have you seen the roster for that? It is fucking big. I think almost damn near every video game Sonic game character, like up to the modern age, like it's in there. Like, you got Team Dark, you got the Chaotix, you got Eggman, you got freaking Metal Sonic, I think. You got a lot of motherfuckers to choose from in that game. And you know what? I'm all for it. I love it. Let me see. So anyway, let's see. They better have them in Mario Kart 9. Nah, dude. As much as I love... Oh my god. Can you imagine? We're gonna get to this. We're gonna get to this in the Switch 2 talk. But can you imagine Sakurai's secret project? Which I'm pretty sure that he already revealed. But I like to believe that I like to make a conspiracy theory that Sakurai is just playing everyone out of the loop, and he just threw the Kirby Air Riders to Kirby's Air Riders as bait, so that way he could work on his secreter project, and that's going to be like some type of Super Smash Kart, no Smash 6, but a Smash Kart. Okay, it's not gonna be that, but could you imagine? Like, come on, Sakurai! You had the power to use all these, like, IPs at your disposal. Don't just limit it to Smash. I love Smash, but goddamn, can you imagine a Smash party? And I don't mean in tournaments and all that stuff. And I also don't mean a Diddy party. I mean a straight-up Super Smash Brothers party. Mario Party minigames that is based off of different games. It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be awesome. Like, or just make your own IP, Sakurai, I want to see what you've been cooking. You're free from Smash. But although that being said, if he does make a Smash Brothers, I will be very happy for that. And I ain't gonna complain about it because I love Smash. As Vista and Ness told me in the Power Stream, let the man cook. I'm just speculating my theories on what's going on. So, yeah, the man doesn't rest. I respect it. I'm all for it. Like, that man's a hard worker. Even when Nintendo told him, you're free, he's like, nah, man, I'm stuck to the shackles of my passion. I am the Sakurai, and I'm going to show you why I am him. And you know what? That's a good title. The him of the video game community. Alright, Sonic Riders. Oh, we're never going to get through this, are we? A spaceship from a distant part of the universe lost control, leading to the emergency landing on Earth by the ancestors of the Babylon rogues. I like how they're also like explaining stuff from the story, like from the games themselves, but they're adding a little more too. Like, I like that it sounds more organized. Like, it sounds like it makes more sense. Instead of just like you get lore drops from like Jet or something like that, you have it like fully detailed, fully described in one summary. During the crash, the ship engines were jetsonized and scattered across the world. These remnants will later become known as the Arcs of the Cosmos. The exact time frame of this events is unknown. That's interesting. So even when we got this, as they tell us like when did this happens, like say Frontiers, the battle between Dark and Light Gaia, there's no timeline of like, there's no time placement on where this is at. I mean, this could get updated in the future, because this is like currently like updating for what I know. Or at least there's gonna be like changes from what I know. Not changes, but like updates as we go along. This is what this form is for. They got translators for the like whatever goes on in that website. They translate it here for us. To be Sonic Riders is probably one of the better stories in the franchise. I like Sonic Riders. I fucks with it. I like the Babylon roads. The stages were fun to play. The gameplay itself, like, oh god, was it hard. Like the AI, I don't think the gameplay. The gameplay was kind of solid for me. The AI is hard as fuck. Even if you put it on like some type of easy mode, like Jesus. And now we're still at thousands of years ago. The Echidna tribe was wiped out by a Chaos Wrath, so we at Sonic Adventure now. Nice. The Echidna tribe attempted to seize the Master Emerald, launching an attack on the shrine. During the assault, their child companions were caught in the conflict and perished. Damn, and then Chaos, man. Ooh, Chaos not like that. An enraged Chaos unleashed its fury, leading to the destruction of the... Oh, you know, see? I didn't make that connection out of all these years. I should have known that it was like in front of me. Cause it's like, you know, Knuckles is the last of the Echidna, right? So everybody wondering what killed off the Echidna tribe, like what happened. We got a glimpse of it in Sonic Adventure, but we never really had like really confirmation on like if that was the fate of the Echidna clan. This post right here basically just 100% confirmed it. Any theories that about it is probably confirmed, and any oversight is now being like re-brought up to me. So it's like, yeah, this is really what happened. They got their ass beat by Chaos. They wanted to take out Chaos. They destroyed the Chao along the way, and Chaos was so angry that he basically wiped out the tribe. And Tikal is basically like the spirit that is inside, like, I guess the Master Emerald or something like that. That also helps out, like, trying to make peace with, like, Chaos and all that. Yeah, that's crazy! That's... Alright, so we got confirmation about the death of the Echidnas. Which makes it funny, because if that was the case... yeah, Knuckles fought, like, went toe-to-toe with a Chaos. But I wish he had, like, a segment of where he learned about this. Like, why is Sonic the one having flashbacks to the Echidna tribe? If you would have given that to Knuckles, that would have made for a great story potential. Because Sonic's story is just basic. If you take out all the ancient stuff, it's just still, like, it wouldn't make too much of an impact of the story. You're just learning more about, like, you know, what Eggman is planning. The origin of the Chaos, basically. So Sonic is just going to point A to point B, taking out Eggman, stopping Chaos, bam. So it wouldn't be any big change. Now, if you move that to Knuckles, this will give Knuckles more of a reason to betray, no, not betray, because, you know, Knuckles always is gullible. He always get tricked by Eggman, and then he just work together with Sonic to like fight Eggman anyway. So, but this will give him more of a motive and character to take on Chaos. So I would have loved it back then if Sonic Adventure took that route. Sonic got his story, but all of the Echidna tribe stuff, the lore, the history, would have gone to Knuckles. Chaos is the water guy, if I remember correctly. You is correct, Toxic Dome. I'll show you right now who Mr. Chaos is. This Mr. Dasani Water. You remember correctly. This is our beloved boy. The brain in a water jar. Yep. Yeah, so apparently he's responsible to the death of the Echidna tribe, and that is why Knuckles is the last one. Damn. So Chaos, like, think how brutal that is. The Echidna tribe killed his Chow. So he killed everybody, men, women, and children. He drowned them all. That is wild. He drowned them all in a sea of flames. Alright. Next game. Now we are at 2,000. God damn! So we're at Sonic, no, we're at Shadow the Hedgehog. What happens here? 2,000 years ago, the Black Army lays the groundwork for their invasion on Earth. Okay, so this is when they was planning and the creation of Shadow the Hedgehog. But like, goddamn, it took them 2,000 years to fully invade Earth. Why don't they just do it? Like, bro, 2,000 years ago, we didn't have the technology to face the combat aliens. We probably still don't now. I don't think guns was around during this point. Like, we didn't even have televisions, and there wasn't even a time for powder wigs. I'm pretty sure, if Black Doom wanted to like put his foot down and fuck shit up, he could have already been done that. But nope, he waited till technology grown, created the Ultimate Hedgehog, which actually fucked him over in the long run. Emerald is born. Okay, oh, so we had Sonic Battle. This is a game that I never played on GBA. I should at some point. I heard a lot of fun things about this game. I heard this game was like one of the ones in classics in terms of Game Boy titles, as well as the Sonic Advance series. Also, do note, I meant to say this. If a certain game don't show up in the timeline, it doesn't mean that it's not canon. It's just that they haven't found a point in the storyline to like place it yet. So who knows? We may see that update too. All right. So this is Sonic Battle. In an ancient civilization, a series of combat robots known as Gizoids were created. One of these units will later be named Emerald. And now we're actually at where we're familiar with. 50 years ago, a dark pact with Black Doom. I still gotta see the Sonic movie 3. Black Doom made contact with Professor Gerald. In exchange for aiding his invasion on Earth 50 years later, he offered his own DNA. Use it. Oh, so he like colluded, and that's why, well, of course, Gun whipped that ass. So, I mean, we're familiar with this. We play Shadow the Hedgehog. We play Sonic Adventure 2. We know why this happens. And then later, because of this action, Guns found out, they shot a little girl, and the crowd clapped. The crowd cheered. Still amazing to me to this day that the movie theater had to remind people to like do not clap at like they had to like majorly spoil it by telling viewers not to clap at a certain scene that we all know. Like, that's great. Like, what if someone haven't seen the Sonic franchise? Like, someone that is not familiar with Sonic lore, like they're a Mario fan, they want to see Sonic for the first time, and all the first thing they see is, hey, we request that you don't die. No, die. Please don't die in the movie theater. We request that you don't clap during Maria's death in the movie. And everybody's just like, well, that's a major spoiler for me. Oh man. Oh wow. I could get the best viewers on this one website. Oh god. Yes, please. Actually, how do I? I'm gonna follow you and fuck. I did it again. And I didn't even click the follow button. That's the worst part. Look, this is why, you know what? This is why I will never have the big viewers. I will never make big money. And I'm gonna have to, like, hop ship on YouTube eventually. Which, by the way, I'm gonna try to see if not this Saturday, next Saturday, me and Dead is, like, we'll start setting up, the multi-platform streaming. I know I've been pulling this back for like week after week after week, but I want to try to see if I can actually get around to that. I mean, Dad always says it's all right. Like, he's open any day and all that stuff. When he's not busy, but still trying to find a perfect day. All right, Yeah, that's wild. So they really went on Maria's backstory, huh? Yeah. All the way. From the Sonic movie 3 to like even in the games. Like, they really honed in on the Maria story. Like, Maria's story is like freaking huge. And you even have like Maria has a bigger role in Sonic X Shadow Generations. Which I thought was pretty wholesome, man. To see Shadow smile for the first time, it's sweet. Well, aside from like him smirking, looking like an asshole, like like a genuine smile. Oh look, we're back at Sonic Battle. Within the Ark, the ancient combat robot known as Gizoids went berserk, causing a massive damage to the facility. This incident became one of the key factors behind Gun's intervention at the Ark. So it's because of the events of Sonic Battle, Gun came in and did his thing against the what's it called? Against Gerald and Maria. Yeah, they decided to shut that shit down. One of the robots went haywire, and they were too much of a threat. They got to go. Like, oh wow, so that I didn't know. This is new. This is very, very new. So it wasn't because like they found out that Gerald was working with Black Doom. It was because these robots in Sonic Battle, General, they just went crazy. An ancient robot went crazy, and they decided to gun everyone down. Literally gun everyone down. I like that. Oh, I like that little tidbit that they threw in there. And then we get the events of Sonic Adventure 2. Let's see. Caught in Gun's sudden raid, Maria lost her life. Overcome with great grief and rage at the loss of his granddaughter, Professor Gerald lost his sanity and embedded a plan for revenge into the Arks, in both the Ark and Shadow. However, Gerald was eventually imprisoned and executed, as we seen in that in his execution video. Oh, you ungrateful bastards that have taken everything from me will know will now know truth and despair. Oh shit, take a look at this. Now we're at Sonic 06. Probably the first and the last that we'll see from 06. So, we're at the history altered by Sonic and Elise. Sonic and Elise, having traveled back in time, extinguished the flames of Solaris, the spark that led to tragic events of Sonic 06, along with his game creation. As a result, the failure of the Solaris project was erased from history. The world was saved from crisis and ruined the future. The ruined future Silver's timeline was replaced with a more peaceful one. However, all of the events that occurred in the timeline were also erased from history, as if they never happened. So why the fuck Silver the Hedgehog is still in the Sonic franchise? A big question that everybody been saying for years. Why is he in Sonic Forces? Why is he in the IDW comics still saying that the future is fucked? Like, I don't know, like, it's crazy. Alright. So now I like how this actually took place after Sonic. Like, this could have been done thousands of years ago. But no, this is actually at a timeline where, well, I guess because we got technology and all that, ancient technology and all that stuff, I guess. But like, this could have been like before all of the Sonic games, or the modern Sonic games. Alright, but they decided to do it here, so I find it interesting. So, the Duke of Soliana, failed his attempt to control the Solaris experiment. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Which unleashed the flames of disaster. To prevent the world destruction, he sacrificed his life and sealed the Iblis trigger with his daughter Elise, stuff that we already know from Sonic 06. Which I think was fucked up. Why would you seal that to your daughter? Because children are the most pure? Because if you put it in someone else, that it'll fall to the wrong hands? Because this motherfucker's old and dying, so... Straight up Naruto that bitch. Sonic CD? Or is this Sonic 1? No, what are they talking about here? Okay. Oh, no. This is Dreamcast Sonic, right? Alright, so I want to read the timeline. Where did this start it off at? The prehistoric era. So we're going through this, and like it implies, it went through the series lore. Okay. So we went through lore 10 years ago. I'm sorry, I wasn't catching up with this. That's my fault. So 10 years ago. And now we get to... So Sonic 06 is before Sonic 1. I get it. My name is Memphis, Tennessee. I am part lizard. Also, I have crypto. That's Snap's Cube video is classic. My favorite is of all time is still Sonic Adventure 2, but that's for bias reasons. And plus, I love Paper Box House, so. Wangashimaru! Alright, so. We already read through, to recap, we already went through the backstory lore of the games, right? Any game that talked about the ancient history of something, they already covered it there. And we also got the backstory to Gun and Sonic 06 for a couple years ago. So all this was before what we're about to get into right now, which is what we're all familiar with, the classic Sonic era, which will now lead us to the modern Sonic era. No relation to the Mania era, which is just Mania and Superstars. Unless they throw that in there, I would be surprised. But yeah, Mania, it's safe to say that Mania, at the generations, Mania and Superstars are their own separate thing. Okay, so let's get on to it. So Dr. Eggman attacks South Island. Dr. Eggman launched an attack on South Island to steal the Chaos Emeralds, but Sonic fought back and defeated him, putting a stop to his plans for world domination. Meaning, this is Sonic 1. And then, of course, we're familiar with Sonic CD. I thought Sonic CD was... I guess this is me not being too much of a true Sonic fan. I thought it was Sonic 2, then before Sonic 3 became Sonic 3D, and then Sonic, then that. So, in my understanding, it was really Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic, Sonic 3, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Okay. So I misremembered something. On Little Planet, Amy had a faithful encounter with Sonic, but soon got caught up with Dr. Eggman's evil schemes and was kidnapped by Metal Sonic. Sonic defeated Metal Sonic and rescued Amy and put a stop to Eggman's ambitions once again. Notice that they don't talk about, in this timeline, like what happened in the past, present, and future, because there's no lore about that. But in, like, let's say gameplay-wise, Little Planet is its own planet with its own, like, time stream once you enter it. In theory, that is. So, Eggman went to the past, present, and future to take over everything. So, like, in that planet. Alright. So now we got, Sonic 2. The Death Egg crashes into Angel Island. Which, you know, if you play Sonic 2, you just go through all these levels and you take on Eggman once again on the, Death Egg. Eggman attacked West Side Island. I like that they got the name South Side Island, West Side Island. What's the North Side, East Side? West Side represent! So, anyway, Eggman attacked West Side Island, but Sonic and Tails teamed up to defeat him. The damaged Space Fortress, the Death Egg, crashed and ultimately collided with Angel Island, which started the events of Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Let me see. Dr. Eggman tricked Knuckles and stole the Master Emerald, intended to use it to restore the crashed Space Fortress, the Death Egg. However, thanks to the combined efforts of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, the Death Egg was destroyed, and Eggman's plan for world domination was thwarted. The Master Emerald was returned to its rightful place, and Angel Island once again rose into the sky. And then started Sonic Mania, so that fits into the timeline. I thought that was going to be unrelated. So there is no Mania Sonic. It's all in one timeline. Like, there is no Mania Sonic timeline. Like, Sonic goes back. Like, classic Sonic goes back. Learn a couple things from modern Sonic. And it didn't branch off a different timeline. Like, this is still classic Sonic. And it goes to future Sonic, like our modern Sonic today. Oh, wow. Okay. That is kind of a revelation for me. So, the events of Sonic Mania. Dr. Eggman unearthed a mysterious gemstone known as the Phantom Moon Ruby, which possessed strange and powerful abilities. Using his powers, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were sent across various worlds. After being defeated by Sonic and his friends, the Phantom Ruby slipped into Eggman's grasp and vanished through time and space into a disappointing game, which I guess we'll get into when we get there. Let me see. Eventually arriving in the world of modern Sonic, Sonic Forces, which I guess they already just spoke about it. Trash ass game. Trash ass is very disappointing. And then we got, again, Sonic Mania Plus with Ray and Mighty. After saving the world alongside Modern Sonic in Sonic Forces, Sonic returned to his original timeline. But pursuing the escape of the Phantom Ruby, he discovered that Mighty and Ray has been captured. Oh! So I didn't realize Sonic Mania Plus was a sequel series, like a sequel story. Or like an after story. It's like basically, so you got Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, and then the opening of Sonic Mania Plus where he found Mighty and Ray. That is cool. That is interesting. And then you get to play as Mighty and Ray as extras in Sonic Mania. So I like that they added that as that little tidbit that could have just been like, oh, Sonic is traveling around. He went to Angel Island and found these two guys. No, it's like a little bonus at the very end. Nice lore, nice little detour, like nice little bit of lore to like add in. Mania, huh? Is this guy is this a bully stream? Oh, Toxic Dome, man. I did not question the Mania. Oh yeah, now we got superstars. Now I was watching Augie's stream talking about the Switch 2 stuff. I caught the tail end of it because I was watching it with Wolfpack. Why didn't Bo Black stream it? Like, this motherfucker has a knack of missing out on every opportunity to not make money. And as crazy and funny it is to point and laugh at, god damn, it is annoying to watch sometimes. Like, bro, he could've, the one time, like, he could've been like, oh, I could skip out on drama and actually talk about video games, stream and talk about video games. Motherfucker recorded it. Honestly, that would have been a move I would have done if I would have, like, missed out on the direct. Like, and I was like, okay, here's a recording on it. But here's the difference. I make a stream about it afterwards. I do a late stream. I do a post stream talking about the events of the direct. Which I do apologize if this Sonic segment is taking long. I promise you the other things that we're going to react to is not as long. So this was just only the big thing that I wanted to show. Because I wasn't going to talk about it in the Power World stream. Let me see. But anyway, Dr. Eggman invades the North Star Islands. Okay, so he is going on all directions. Dr. Eggman... Dr. Eggman went for the Big Getty Star. Dr. Eggman and, I never played Superstars either. Kinda told me that it's very good. Dr. Eggman, and the Bounty Hunter thing. No, it is a shame, too. Like, before I get to, I'm sorry, I sidetracked a lot. It is a shame, too, that as much as I love, the time frame of these two games coming out, Sonic Superstars wasn't going to stand a chance against Super Mario Wonder. There was no way Sonic was gonna compete to Mario on that level. Especially everything that that Mario was going through at that time. You got a new voice actor for Mario now. A new era has begun. You got a new spin on an old format that that people saw as like stale and dry. And yet it became more like they went out of pocket with Wonder. Like, goddamn. Sonic Superstars is a good game, don't get me wrong. but it wasn't gonna like rival a game as like Super Mario Wonder. As much I'm always on Sonic's dick, it just this is a case where I had to hop off and jump on Mario's. Like, let's see, Bobax, I don't think that he streamed it direct. He didn't stream it. He recorded it and then uploaded it, I think. But I'm just like, yeah, it's nice that you got it in VOD form, but like, wouldn't it be better if you like, I don't know, streamed it and made more money? But then again, he probably thought like, I'm trying to think through his mindset, which I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe he's like, oh, if I do a stream about this, I'm gonna get ragged on either way. People are gonna like make fun of me either way. Then I'm gonna have to like detour to like drama talk. So maybe there's that aspect. But I'm just like, Bobax, you should have streamed it. I'm gonna check audio levels real quick. Cause goddamn, this is loud. Or at least to my ears is loud. It's Tekken though, so I fucking love Tekken. I'm gonna lower this on my end. There we go. Alright, so now we're at Sonic Superstars. Dr. Eggman and the Bounty Hunter Fang launched an invasion of the North Star Islands. They were forced to a local resident, Trip, to accompany them. Trip being this character right here. Her thing is she is like an ancient dragon or something like that. The only one with a super form that turns into a dragon. Let's see, and do their bidding. Sonic and friends harnessed a new power from the Chaos Emeralds known as Emerald Powers and used it to put a stop to Dr. Eggman and his schemes. What Sonic Superstars gimmick is like, once you collect the Chaos Emerald, you unlock new powers. Until you get all 7 and turn super. I don't think Bobax is scared. I mean, he did say he's done with oh, so he's just sticking with his main Bobax channel. Which I don't know. At this point, I don't know if it's a good move or a bad move. At this point, he got nothing to lose. So, I guess he could only go up from here for better or worse. I mean, my personal opinion, before he crashed out and everything falling off, he did a good job, like doing his his gaming streams on Mail Monkey while doing his like prime bread and butter Twitter versus on like on his Bobax channel. And then he got like 5 other channels too, if he wanted to like really branch out for drama. But I guess he just wanted to put everything in one place, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. We seen how this played out. All I can do is sit back and watch the train crash even more. Let's see. Now we're at a fierce battle with oh, we're at Sonic the Hedgehog. So this was something funny. As much as people like wanted to erase from their memory, Sonic 4 is canon. The only problem is, I wish they didn't use the name Sonic 4. If my memory serves me correct, when I was watching like a couple of YouTube videos, Sonic 4 wasn't supposed to be the name of this game right here. Like Sega had a contest of like name the next Sonic game, like that they wanted they made like a new game. What should we name it? People said Sonic 4, so they ran with it. Right? It was either a contest or something along the lines. It was just like, yeah, we want more money, Sonic 4. So, because of that, we got Sonic 4, which was a poor step down, a poor representation of 2D Sonic before Mania stepped in and saved the day. Our true savior, our true Sonic 4, Sonic Mania. Also, Nick says his parents was suing him. Oh, God, what the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. I think I do remember that. It was like a rumor or something like that. Oh, God, man. Bro. I don't know how far you got to fuck up to where the point where your parents just own you to the point of suing you. I don't even know why either. Bobax, I know you're far from gone, but you gotta get your shit together. But I don't want to make this all about Bobax. I mean, just because we got Sonic doesn't mean we had to talk about Bobax. Alright, so let me see. Back to the Back to the Mania! Let's see. Alright, so this is Sonic 4. I want to start speeding this up because we've been doing this segment for over an hour now, or about to be an hour. And I already planned for this Sonic bit to go on for like an hour as well. So let's start speeding this up. So we got Sonic 4. Dr. Eggman fully revives Metal Sonic and launched the Death Egg too. Let's see. Above Little's planet as part of the latest bid for world domination. However, Sonic once again triumphed in an intense battle against Metal Sonic, leading to the destruction of the Death Egg 2 and collapse of Eggman ambitions. Now, my question is, even though the game was canceled, will we get like an extra like detail on the events of Sonic 4 Episode 3? Because that game was canceled for like, you know, because everybody didn't like the other 2 games. Even though they, like, you know, I guess they sold well. Sonic 4 Episode 1 was bare bones and a cash grab, while Episode 2 had a little more to it that people actually enjoyed. And there was hype for Episode 3 for Blue Balls. But luckily we got Blue Balls in Mania. Yes, I'm sticking with Blue Balls. And then after that starts Sonic Adventure. Okay, so now we're finally at Dreamcast era. Oh wow! So this was like, I didn't know this was like directly after that. Not way further down, not way after Sonic what you call it? Not after, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to go a few Sonics up. Oh no, a few Sonics down. I'm sorry. So it's not after like 06, even though that history got erased. Meaning it's not after like the events of Sonic Adventure 1, 2, Heroes, and Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic 4 is literally, let's recap. Sonic 4 is literally Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. Let me see. Mania Superstars Sonic 4. Which I guess makes sense because Sonic is all grown up now. But I didn't think it would be this early in the timeline. I thought it was just like a side adventure, like say after like Adventure 2, and other modern Sonic games. Which is very interesting to see. That's an interesting spin. No pun intended, knowing Sonic. Alright. Sonic Adventure. I don't have to explain what Sonic Adventure is. I don't have to explain the lore of Sonic Adventure. I just basically told you guys what goes on in Sonic Adventure. I'm not gonna talk about Sonic Adventure. One of my all-time favorite Sonic games. That is up below Sonic Adventure 2. Like, it speaks for itself. Like, I mean, sure, we don't have to talk about any of the other games. But we don't have to talk about any other games, but this is different for classic Sonic because it's 2D era, so there's not really much of a story to work with. So I think it made for a nice refresher. While everybody and their grandma knows what Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 is, so we don't have to talk about that. Why is this canon? I think this was, as Vista pointed out in the Power Stream, this is like one of the biggest shocks that everybody had. Why is Sonic Shuffle canon? Not even the Mario parties are canon. Like, are they trying to Kingdom Hearts this bitch? Even the side games are canon now, so you gotta play it. Let's see, Lumina, the guardian of the imaginary world, summons Sonic and his friends to stop the Void from taking over her realm. Together, Lumia, Sonic, and the others use magical cards and force jewels to prevent the collapse of the imaginary world and save it from destruction. Okay. I never did see the cutscenes to Sonic Shuffle, nor really see a full playthrough of that game, nor I'm planning to. Also, if you're gonna make this canon, after this should be Sonic's Dream Collection. Freaky ass game. Totally canon. 100% canon, by the way. Alright, and now we got Sonic Adventure 2. Again, we already know a bunch about Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. So it goes without saying, we all know the events of Sonic Adventure 2. There's no need for me to explain that. But this is kind of like nice to see too. Even though we don't see Sonic Advance 2, Sonic Advance 1 is canon. It's just that 2 is more prominent because it debuted Cream and Cheese. Phew. So, Sonic met Cream and together with his friends came to her aid. They rescued her kidnapped mother, Vanilla, and defeated Dr. Eggman, well, who was once again built Eggman Land. Which I am glad that, like, it is, like, I expected it to be, like, you know, Sonic Adventure 2, and then if the events were canon, this would come up. Like, you know, like what's called, the event series will come up after Adventure 2. My only surprise is this is before Sonic Heroes. Which I guess it makes sense. I mean, what didn't Advance came out first than Sonic Heroes? If I can remember. Or maybe I got it the other way around. Yeah, I guess it fits. I guess it fits. And probably the same thing with Sonic 3 as Sonic Advance 3 as well. So it'll be like Sonic Advance 1, Sonic Advance 2, and then later Sonic Advance 3. Which don't show here, but you know, it's implied that it's in the time frame somewhere. They just haven't picked a spot for that. Sonic Hero, Sonic Hero. Oh my god. I'm gonna sidetrack for a second. Oh my, you guys heard this fucking remix? Not this fucking remix, this fucking AI. I'm gonna blast it out to y'all. I was not ready for this when I saw this on my feed. Joe Swanson in Sonic Heroes. No. There you go. Team Joe Swanson in Sonic Heroes. Bro, listen to this shit. They go hard on this.
To be epic! Well, look who finally decided to invite us to his Sonic craze.
You guys better not mess this up!
Yeah, you guys better not fuck this up.
Not much of a singer, Joe.
Sonic the Hedgehog!
That's it. I quit. I'm applying at McDonald's. What?
Oh my god, look at these fucking shiny ass models. Why do they look like this? Fucking Toy Peter, Joe, and Quagmire.
Must come down.
Jabba feet don't touch the ground!
Say all spinning upside down.
Yo, Quagmire voice is divine, but not as divine as Peter's, and you'll see why.
Blast without a sound!
I can feel your every rage.
Step aside, son of grace!
Breaking through your crazy maze. Your laser beam, my eyes on you.
God, AI is amazing just as it is terrifying.
Watch me! Pull the night away! Watch me! Seize the day!
Feel my storm is getting close and ain't doing.
Sonic Heroes!
Hey, yo, why Peter hitting that note so good? Yo! Let me rewind it. Y'all guys gotta hear how divine that shit was. Like, I swear I was listening to that like 5 times. Like, yo, I was like sitting back, relaxing, I was like, oh look, a nice little good what you call it? Sonic the Hedgehog, Family Guy AI meme. I like it, I dig it. And then all of a sudden Peter Griffin came out of nowhere and blew my eardrums to heaven. Strippy the FNAF Queen, what's going on? Hopefully you're doing okay. We're just going over the Sonic timeline. We're gonna react to a couple things afterwards. Like, this is our biggest bit before we actually start talking about the direct itself. So, a pre-show to the big show, as I like to call it. We're gonna be here for a while. Hopefully you're okay, and you sit back, relax, and have a fun time on enjoying the stream.
Feel my storm is getting close and ain't doing.
Sonic Heroes! Spy milk, fly milk, dance flying away! Sonic Heroes! Setting the stage for my heroes parade!
Fucking Peter kills it. Peter sold this, like he soloed this song hard, man. So that was a fun meme made by let me see, Crafting Video Games? No, Crafting Vegito. Good video. Alright, so now let me lower this back down. We're gonna go speed things up with the Sonic timeline because it's going to events that we already know, and I'll quickly explain them as we go along. And we can start our next couple of reactions before we get there. All right. Give him a chat here. Let's do it. Shadow repels Black Doom invasion. So Shadow the Hedgehog. Everybody know what Shadow the Hedgehog is. The most edgiest game of all time. There's no need to explaining that. Mr. Al the Edge. The thing that started what people like to say the dark ages of Sonic. I think it was a true renaissance with of Sonic internet history. While it's the dark age of Sonic, it's the golden age for internet memes. So I guess the long story short, because there's not really a story for Shadow the Hedgehog. There is some lore and backstory, sure. Just basically the main thing is Black Doom comes down to Earth, start invading the Earth. Shadow is just like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll work for you, but then I'm doing this for my own purpose. He learns about himself, learned that, like, even though he is, like, the Shadow from, Sonic Adventure 2, that we all thought died. He was brought back from, he was found by Eggman and was replicated to then he made a bunch of Shadow clones out of him. So it's just basically, alright, he learns about himself, he's okay with himself, he's willing to let the past go and start stepping towards the future, which I guess he revisit again in Sonic and Shadow Generations, and save the day. Let me see. Back to Sonic Battle! Oh wait, this is now we gone to the lore. We're at the canon spot to Sonic Battle. So this is new to me, because I never played Sonic Battle. Dr. Eggman reactivated the ATM weapon, Gizoid. Is it the same one that caused the destruction of the Ark? Is this the same robot that got Maria killed? Let's see, intended to use it for world domination. If that's the case, Robotnik, that's fucked up. Let me see, intended to use it for world domination. However, when things didn't go as planned, he discarded it. Which I think was Sonic Advance 3 you had to take him on? Well, Sonic Battle, you got it right here. But there was like a version of, I think there was like the orange one, and then there was the black one. And I think the black one was, like joined Cream and Cheese until Eggman took advantage of that. And, you had to like stop him. Anyway, Sonic found a robot named Emerald, guardedly helping him grow and learn. Later, Eggman attempted to exploit Emerald's new found combat power. But this ultimately led to Emerald going out of control. With no safe way of stopping him, Sonic was forced to defeat Emerald. Jammerald is the black one, right? And Emerald is the orange one. So they're two different characters. Yep! As I implied, Sonic Advance 3. Dr. Eggman used the power of the Chaos Emerald to split the world into 7 parts. So, Sonic Unleashed. He repeatedly sent Jammerald. I didn't know that though. I didn't know like he was successful at splitting the whole world again. Well, this is the first time he done it. He repeatedly sent Jammerald, a combat robot, to develop based on Emerald. Okay, so he's not an ancient robot. He was a robot based off of Emerald from Sonic Battle to fight Sonic and his friends. But each time ended in defeat. Eventually, Jammerald went out of control and Eggman was defeated. Afterwards, Jammerald was recovered thanks to Tails, repaired and adjustments, and he began to live peacefully with as a member of Cream's family. And then, yep, even though it's a different dimension, it still canon to Sonic's life because his timeline. So now he gone to another world that is what's Sonic Rush. I'm sorry. I've been streaming for an hour and my mind really wasn't up to game in streaming. I'm feeling the energy and I'm starting to try to get more consistent from it. I'm trying to make sense with my words now. Alright, so I guess I gotta explain the storyline for this one. I never played Sonic Rush, but I have played Rush Adventure. After chasing the stolen Soul Emeralds, Blaze traveled through another dimension to Sonic's world. Let me see. Through her interaction with Amy and Cream and fighting alongside Sonic, she gradually began to place trust in them. Sonic and Blaze joined forces to defeat Dr. Eggman, and Eggman. Hey, what you got me saying there? Eggman, Dr. Eggman, and let me reread this. Sonic and Blaze join forces to defeat both Dr. Eggman and negative Dr. Eggman. After reclaiming the Soul Emeralds, and Blaze returned her to her own world. Ah! Oh god! Get it away from me! Bald ass egghead, ball and ball head. I thought you erased the events. Like, why is it still here? It's supposed to be erased. Anyway, after the events of Sonic Rush, I thought it was gonna be Rush Adventure, but I guess we got 06. But I guess after 06, it's going to be Rush Adventure. But again, well, I guess they're gonna need a time placement if this time I'm gonna get erased, or at least this part is gonna get erased. They will need a pinpoint of like where it actually happened, so that way we know, and then we know where it got erased. Makes sense. Okay. So we know the story of Sonic 06. Again, just like Adventure and like, you know, Sonic. It's Sonic 06. God damn it. One of the worst Sonic. People will say one of the worst Sonic games of all time. I will say that title goes to Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. But hey, it's to their own, right? At least I could enjoy Sonic 06 as a beautiful train wreck as it is. The only thing I can never forgive is goddamn the fucking balls in the ancient temple with Silver. Everybody had PTSD from that shit. Game was ass, but you know what? Just like Scarlet and Violet, it was my beautiful plane. My beautiful plane. I'm not even gonna make the joke. It was a beautiful train wreck to to play through. Let me see. Anyway, we all know the story from that. Sonic goes through time. Silver goes back to time to try to kill Sonic. Silver works under Memphilis. They stop Memphilis. Sonic, Shadow, and the gang. Let me see. Memphilis came back. At some point, kills Sonic. The kiss happens. I wish we could erase that from history, but it's ingrained in our memories in some way. And Super Sonic comes in, saves the day. They blew out the candle, as we just read, that had Solaris. And Solaris, being a space-time creature, has erased all of the, blowing that candle out, erased all the events of Sonic 06, so... And caused the good future, where Silver is now living. Assuming. Alright, we got... Oh, we back to Sonic Riders! Okay. Nice. So now we at the first Sonic Riders game. Dr. Eggman hosted the Extreme Gear World Grand Prix with the high-stake race where a Chaos Emerald was offered as a grand prize. Sonic and his friend clashed with the Babylon Rogues in a fearsome racing showdown. However, the entire race was a trap devised by Dr. Eggman to steal the treasure of the Babylon's temple. Again, y'all guys probably may not like the Sonic Rider series, but I recommend the first one. The first one is a very great game. Hard to beat, but very fun. And after that, we get now, which is kind of like a good surprise for me. We're back to the we're back to the Rush series, which actually now, instead of like Blaze going into Sonic's world, it's Sonic's going into Blaze world. So Sonic and Tails were caught in the storm, drifting into Blaze world, where they were rescued by the self-proclaimed adventurer Marine. Let's see, while investigating the surrounding islands, they returned with Blaze. But before they could celebrate, the Kingdom national treasure, the Jewel Scepter, was stolen before their eyes. Together with Blaze, they pursued the thieves, ultimately defeating Dr. Eggman and Eggman, Yeah, that's it. Let's see who were behind the pirates and successfully recovered from the... Okay, I'm not going with the bit. Eggman fucking nega, alright? Negative Eggman. The nega man. The nigga chin. Oh, man. Alright, and now we got Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. So I guess what we went over, because there was like another box art for Sonic when they talk about the Babylon Rogues. I'm guessing that was Sonic Free Riders. Which, if that's the case, fuck that game. So, at least they gave us more history of the Babylon Rogues there. So it goes all the way back to Free Riders for ancient history. Then you got Sonic Riders and then Sonic Free Riders. Okay, I got it. So I never played Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I heard it was an alright game. A lot of people prefer the first game when it first came out. And but Zero Gravity was still a great game. The ancestors of Jet and the Babylon Rogues once possessed advanced technology capable of gravity manipulation and warp travel. Let's see, their spaceship eventually became the Babylon Garden seen in the present day, and the Ark of Cosmos, where its engines units. Let's see, when all 5 Arks of the Cosmos were gathered at the floating Babylon Gardens, let's see, the power output spiraled out of control, causing the ruins to nearly collapse into a black hole, which we had to face like a magical genie. Thanks to the effort of Sonic, Jet, and their allies, the worst case scenario was successfully averted. Whew, I ain't gonna lie. Reading all this is making my stomach hurt. Now I'm going with the flow, and I'm not taking no breaks. Alright, and now we're at the events of Sonic Unleashed, where... Do I have to play the... Oh my god, do I have to play this? I think I have to play this, chat. Like, I don't even need to explain what Sonic Unleashed is. Like, to explain, like, the lore. I'll show you guys right now. Oh. Take a look at this beautiful, cutscene. One of the greatest cinematic openings of Sonic in history. That could have been a fucking movie, to be honest. Yeah, play that bitch. Everyone loves the meme face. I love it too. To the point that they should have it more in Smash mods. Nah, skip to the good shit. Cause we're already past an hour. I'm gonna fast forward some shit. Look at this, man. Look how smooth the animation is. I mean, of course, it's not gonna look as smooth when you're looking at the stream because my stream quality is shit. But like, goddamn, look how fluid Sonic runs, the motions, the blurs, the stretch and bounce. How come all Sonic games don't look like this, man? Like, whoever made Sonic Unleashed like this opening scene, they really need to rehire them. It's time we have another Sonic game that looks like this. Or at least the cutscene looks like this. So we know that bit. Where my boy Super Sonic at? See? So the classic story, Sonic's defeat Eggman. He's so beautiful. To this day, like, this is like one of these things that is like engraved in history. You can always look back at it and say, damn, this aged well in time.
Well, this is new.
And then, of course, Eggman launched penis number 2. Meme! Wait. Meme! Also, Dad, how did the meeting go? I hope everything's going alright with you there. And then again, as implied from Sonic Advance 2. As implied. Wait, where's it at? Where's it at? I want to see the world. I want to see the world. Eggman destroys the world once again. Well, not destroys the world. Split the world apart. Which, I guess, I'm surprised that he managed to win twice and split the world twice. That's crazy! This is why Eggman can never win. He wants Eggman Land, but he keeps splitting up the fucking world to do it. So, I guess, what you call it? We all know the story from Sonic Unleashed. He works together with Chip to take down Dark Gaia. And the world is put together once again. We also learned that Chip is also like Gaia. So, it's funny because as much as I hated Chip when he first debuted it, I've grown to love him as the game aged. And now I'm just like in a moment like, yo, they need to bring this little motherfucker back. I kind of like him. He needs to interact more with the Sonic gang. And not only that, Sonic Unleashed, well animated. I like the cutscenes. And I actually like the story of the game. I still say, to this day, and I've been saying this for years, this was the perfect game that balanced what modern Sonic should have been in terms of both gameplay and storytelling. The gameplay was fun. It started the Boost formula, which made a bunch more fun Boost formula games down the road, except for Forces. And then the story had the perfect balance of like being lighthearted while being serious. Great game. Then came Sonic Colors, where Eggman like created Eggman Land in space. He used the Wasp, or the Wisp, not the Wasp. Yes, Eggman's gonna control the galaxy by fucking bees. So he harnessed the power of the Wisp, which later Sonic saves, and we see the Wisps now plague us in every Sonic game since then. And then after that comes Sonic X Shadow Generations, which I guess is not Sonic Generations, it's Sonic X Shadow Generations now, because Shadow's in there. So, I guess we can read this bit. After defeating, after his defeat at Eggman, oh yeah, because I never played Sonic Colors. I forgot after that he lost. He found the Time Eater in this one part in space, and he harnessed the power of it. Okay, after his defeat at Egg Planet Park, Dr. Eggman discovered the Time Eater, a creature capable of manipulating time and space. However, using his power, he summoned his past self and began to plan to rewrite history. Suddenly pulled into a time vortex by the Time Eater, Sonic awoke in a mysterious white void. There, he met a younger version of himself, and together they restored their color-drained world and friends, whose once life force had been taken. In the end, the two Sonics teamed up and defeat both versions of Eggman and the Time Eater. That's Sonic's story. But now we get to know, this is gonna be a major spoiler for me because I never really seen the cutscenes, all of the cutscenes in Sonic X Shadow Generations. And I will get to that in the future. So this is gonna be my first time knowing the lore of this game, which I don't really care for spoilers too much. I mean, look. Just like Dusty in Digital Circus, if you want to avoid it now, at least put this on mute if you're watching the stream, and wait till I scroll down to the next Sonic game. You have been warned. Alright, taking advantage of the time-space dimension caused by the Time Eater, Black Doom was resurrected in the white space. Let me see. He had a faithful reunion with Shadow, provoking him in an attempt to awaken his latent power. At the same time, Maria and Professor Gerald, who had perished long ago, were also revived. So it wasn't just them in memory. They survived. Well, they were revived, allowing them to spend a brief precious moments with Shadow in the stillness of the halted timeline. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense if they're going around altering history and all that shit. And they're on the Void. Eventually, Maria and Gerald is still gonna be around. Like, they have a second chance at life. In the end, Black Doom tried to absorb Shadow, who had now become the ultimate Black Arms warrior. However, Shadow's heart remained untouched by the darkness, and he rejected the fusion. With Maria's wish in his heart, Shadow defeated Black Doom once and for all. Whew. I can't lie, I am tired and winded, and this is just the beginning. Fuck this game! Fuck this game in the ass. I don't like Sonic Free Riders. Dr. Eggman disguised as King Doc of the Trigorgamania? Tour Eggmania. Let's see, launched the World Grand Prix, an Extreme Gear tournament with a promise of massive prizes and treasure to the winner. His true goal was to have Metal Sonic absorb the bio data, because that worked in Sonic Heroes, right? The bio data of Sonic and other racers. Each team bringing their own motives and ambitions. A thrilling high-stake race began. And then, of course, we got Sonic Lost Cause, which is Sonic Lost World. It's a basic story. I'll put it as simple as this. because it's one of the Sonic games that does look fun, but the story actually pissed me off. If I put it in brief, Sonic goes to a lost world that haven't really, like, went to, like, what, Planet Hex, I think it was. Eggman is controlling the seven deadly sins. Eggman, it would have made for a better story. Eggman is controlling the Deadly Six through a conch shell. Sonic got rid of the conch shell, which led the Deadly Six gain free reign control and started wrecking shit up. Sonic takes those the Deadly Six on, teaming up with Eggman. And wasn't this also the same storyline where Tails was tired of being Sonic's so-called sidekick because he was working with Eggman more, and he also became evil himself and started working with, like, Eggman to betray Sonic, but then all this dumb shit that was unnecessary. Anyway, they all got together and kicked this Deadly Six ass. What's this? So we're at Forces. Okay. A story that fucking pissed me off to the end of time. No amount of Sonic Generation games will, or Sonic Mania games as well, will fix the timeline that I have just looked at here. So, let's get around to that. Let's see. Dr. Eggman set his sights on the Ultimate Energy Engine developed by Dandapaa of the Dandapaa Kingdom. Let's see. Intended to steal his an exploit for his own purposes. However, with the engine in his hands, he was defeated by Sonic and his friends, and his ambitions were once again crushed. Which leads us to an event of Forces. Using the power of the newly tamed Phantom Ruby, which that was greatly confirmed for us at the ending of Sonic Mania, which the only good thing Sonic Forces did. The only good thing that they did. Let me see. Using the power of the newly tamed Phantom Ruby, Dr. Eggman created an endless army, and with Infinite under his command, succeeding in conquering Infinite, by the way, not the embodiment of the Phantom Ruby, that suffered through a lot of pain and misery and abuse. Infinite, the guy who Shadow the Hedgehog, like, once kicked his ass, got soy about it, about how he's not a weakling, he's not weak, and joined Eggman and been infused with the Phantom Ruby. Yeah, that same bitch. Let me see. Yeah, Infinite, under his command, succeeded with conquering 99% of the world, while Sonic just sat there and took it and started having the time of his life. And even though it's implied that Sonic was just, like, beaten and tortured or some shit like that, no, he was just having the time of his life in prison. However, the resistance formed by Sonic and his allies, why is Silver there, and a newcomer known as the Avatar, the Last Airbender, along with both modern Sonic and classic Sonic, they rose up to fight back. Together, they defeated Dr. Eggman and Forces, restoring a peace to the world. Yeah, and his Forces restoring peace to the world. Which, again, surprises me. Classic Sonic and Mania Sonic are the same guy. Based on what this timeline is telling us. Like, after the events of Forces, Sonic went back to his world and found Mighty and Ray in Sonic Mania. So again, Classic Sonic and Mania Sonic. Like, it goes from, like, because we got this timeline from it too. Like, they all fit in this one big mega timeline. Phew. Let me see. And now we're about to be done because now we're at the latest events. So again, I never played Frontiers. I think I got that downloaded on Dead's what's it called, the PlayStation that Dead gifted me on. It would be a perfect time for me to get to know the story and just like just get to know good old Sonic Frontiers, good old Sonic Frontiers in my off time and see how that game plays. Like compared to like probably runs well in what is it, the PlayStation, like PS5 and Xbox, like Series S or something, but PS4 probably will run just as great too. So this is gonna be story's sake spoilers for me, but again, I'm not really too big and ecstatic on the story of Sonic Frontiers. I pretty much got the idea of it. So while investigating ancient ruins discovered on ancient islands, Knuckles suddenly transported to Ares Island. Believing Dr. Eggman to be behind it, Knuckles soon confronted by a mysterious girl who traps him inside the cyberspace. which led to the storyline and the DLC and all that stuff. When Dr. Eggman connected to the network to harness the technology of the ancients of the Starfall Islands, he unintentionally triggered a chain of events. Sage, which is funny. Someone pointed this out, or I saw it in the comment section. If you mix around the E and the A, you get Sega, which is tough. Sage, who had evolved through the access of ancient technology, began to interfere with Sonic in an effort to protect Dr. Eggman, who had become trapped in cyberspace. And again, Sage is basically the that thing that little girl that Eggman found that he now sees as like a daughter, like a robotic daughter or something like that. I don't know, an AI daughter, I guess. Over time, Sage became fascinated by Sonic's limited potential, something beyond calculation or logic. Realizing the true threat, she proposed to Dr. Eggman that they join forces with Sonic. Together, they defeated the end. And saved the world. And then we got Super Sonic 2. And now we have the future before it's altered. Like, we're talking about like Future Trunks timeline shit. Like, this is what happened, like Sonic 06, if the Ableist trigger was around and they didn't extinguish the flames. So, again, there's no need to explain. Do they explain why Blaze is here? Like, do they? I'll read this. A world devastated by Iblis lies in the ruins. In this bleak future, Silver and Blaze continue an endless battle against Iblis, who constantly regenerates. One day, a mysterious figure named Mephiles appears and informs them that a certain individual, referred to as the Iblis Trigger, is the cause of the world's destruction. Guided by Mephiles, the two time warped into Sonic's era. Why is Blaze here? Let's see. Wait, why is Blaze here 200 years later? Wait a minute, that's a good question. That's a good ass question. Why is Blaze in the future 200 years later, not old as fuck, hasn't died? Why is she immortal? Is it the power of the Soul Emeralds? Like, again, none of this makes sense on Blaze end. And I was hoping, like a little pinch of me was hoping that they explained why. Anyway, Sonic 06. They went back to, They went back in time to fight Sonic. In the future world that it was altered, due to the events caused by Sonic and Elise, the flames of disaster were erased from existence. As a result, the catastrophe never occurred, and the future remains at peace. Yep, okay, so we got the future that is altered, yeah. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a Sonic game 200 years later that is that Silver's timeline, and it will be placed right here. I'll be that. Look, I'm not gonna lie. We got Sonic the Hedgehog, a Shadow the Hedgehog game. I wouldn't mind a Silver the Hedgehog game. Sure, it will be a slower pace than it would with Sonic and Shadow, but I think they can pull it off. I think they can make it fun. And they can make it like a puzzle type game too with Silver the Hedgehog. Of course, they'll have its elements of going fast, defeating enemies like in the fashion of 06, just more refined mechanics. Go look at Project 06. But with Silver having telekinesis, he could also take the Frontiers route, where he have like a tree branch that you could of skills, a skill branch that you could like level up and like, you know, gain new abilities and all that stuff. You could do like puzzles and stuff with Silver. Please don't bring back the fucking balls. Please don't bring back the fucking balls in the goddamn ancient ruins. Like I'll be fine without that. If we can even call that a puzzle. And overall, I think it will be a solid game. If they decide, oh wait, they can't bring Blaze back, right? Because she fucking died. Oh, wait a minute, but they, they got rid of the Flames of Disaster, so Blaze is still there, to be brought back at some point. So, apparently, as what we've seen in this timeline so far, we have not seen Sonic Rivals, but it is implied, from the community, that Sonic Rival fits in here somewhere. It just haven't been added yet. So that's interesting as well. I would like to see what they'll have with the storyline of Sonic Rivals. And alright, we've been live for a good hour and 35 minutes. I expected this segment was gonna go on for an hour. So we is a little bit we're a little bit behind schedule. But I'm glad that I finally got it. I finally dedicate some time to make a segment about this. We got through the Sonic segment. Now the rest of the segments are gonna go short. But first, I'm gonna BRB. I got me a drink, but I need to get some air. I'm gonna open up a window. I'm gonna crack open the door. Probably get some ice for my drink. Maybe a little snack too, because I am starving for some reason. Like, I guess I haven't eaten since, like, what, 3 a.m.? I think that was, like, what, when no, I think I woke up around that time from a nap. Ate some good food. Yeah, I made pasta. And then I haven't slept again till 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. because I had to wake up for the stream. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna give me a quick snack real quick. And then after that, we're gonna get to now the real fun stuff. The short actual topics before we get to like the big one. Before we get into the big one. Don't worry, I won't take up too much of your time. It will be short segments. Sonic was like the real massive one that we had to like get through. So again, BRB. I'm gonna go get me a snack. I am back, and I got me a sandwich. I'm gonna try not to eat too much of this while I'm streaming, because I want to be consistent on what what I'm talking about. Plus, it's just rude of me to like eat on stream, or at least I believe that as well. Okay. So we're done talking about all this Sonic stuff. Let's take a nice detour. So I was bored last night, and I was like, you know what? Let's draw like a little bit of art. So I was like, you know what? Let me actually pick up the tablet pen and knock some rust off in spriting. So I went back to my old methods. I started to do some practice, and I was like, yo, let me make some concept art first on like Pokemon that I want to sprite. Shrink them down so I can make it into a Gen 2 thing. And I made this post on like for the first time ever that is not Pokemon Unite and Twitch Plays Pokemon. I decided to post this on r/Pokemon. So this is this is Gen 2 styled of Sneasel, Tinkaton, Walking Wake, I think his name, Sneasel and Sneasler. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually curious because I've been always uploading on my DeviantArt, and I only like upload on like small sections on the subreddit, you know, Twitch Play Pokemon and Pokemon Unite. And I felt like I was confident in my artwork abilities and spriting to be like, I wonder what people will think if just for a one-time thing, I start spriting like a couple of stuff, and I send it over to r/Pokemon to see how quickly this will pop off, or if not at all. You know, it's r/Pokemon. It's very busy. They're all buzzing about the Legend ZA and all that stuff, right? Like news about that or anything else. Gotta go good. Gotta go food, I'm guessing. Bye, guys. Alright, Shrimpy, the FNAF Queen. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, knowing you, knowing me, knowing me, I'll probably still be around by the time you like peek in and come back. But thank you for coming through, lurking at the stream, just watching. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good day. So I looked at this, so I uploaded this thinking it was gonna get like what? 50 upvotes, 20 at minimum. Let's see how much we at now. This shit popped off unexpectedly. So I guess for context, yeah. So here's what I got right now. I got this. All this will be uploaded on my DeviantArt soon, by the way. So we got the sprites, and we got all of the concept art that I drew from it. Because like I just told you guys, my process, I take a picture, I shrink it down. But I wanted to practice dynamic poses this time around. So I drew them myself, and I made the sprites out of it. So you got Sneasel, Weavile. The only reason why the colors are off, because I did the two-tone rule. I did the 4-color rule. It goes black, white, and 2 colors of my choice. So that's what I did. I did that method for Sneasel, Weavile, Hisuian, Sneasel, let's see, Sneasler, the Tinkaton line with Tinkatink, Tinkatuff, and Tinkaton. Tinkaton was one of the hardest that I had to do, because how the fuck I was gonna fit not only this little ass bitch, but this little ass bitch with a massive hammer. So, and Walking Wake, which Walking Wake was pretty like hard to draw. I feel like I drew it as a Yoshi, so yeah, I did the concept art, and god damn, this shit was popping. I want to see how much it got now. $513, which I guess is not the highest that I had in upvotes. I think the highest that I had was, I think, a Natu post that I did in Pokemon Unite. But like, goddamn, in the span of 8 hours to get already 513, I'm actually glad for that. 15 comments too. I wasn't even expecting even like 3 or 5. So I'm pretty happy for that, and I'm glad a lot of people like looking through the comment section. I love how many people shared their love for Gen 2. Which was pretty wholesome, because I love Gen 2 so much. See, so it says Sneasel look amazing. I'm happy for that. Sneasel was very hard. I didn't think I would nail it. Let me see. Someone asked if they used a pose on based off the Sneasel that I've done. Sneasel is my favorite sprite that I've done out of the 8. So I'm happy for that. And I'm glad they want to make a sprite based off of that. Someone said there was nostalgic for Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Man, my fellow Gen 2 fanatic, Gen 2 fanatic all the way. That says you deserve the praise. Oh, that's sweet. I think y'all guys deserve more praise than me, but I'm really glad that y'all like. There's people that enjoy my artwork, man. It feels good. It's a good feeling. It makes me want to draw more again. Let's see. They look amazing. They love the Tinkaton line, which I thought was incredibly hard to do. So I'm glad that paid off. See, they loved it. Sneasel fans, so they're popping off. I just love I just love Gen 2 posting. Like anything, like I don't know. Sure, we got Black and White that kind of like animated them, but I don't know. This is not about it. Felt off to me. Like, I didn't really care for it too much. I thought it was very cool, but I was like, eh. Let me see. And then Emerald had like the and other Pokemon games in Gen 3 and 4. They went by 2 frames. Where Crystal was the Pokemon game where it started it all, where it was just like, yo, let's animate these Pokemon from like the intro. Actually, no, I'll take that back. I really love the animated stuff from Pokemon Black and White. I don't even know why I said that in the first place. I fucking love it too. Like, I just went. Can we just go back to sprites? As much as I love the 3D stuff that Pokemon is starting to do, yeah, I guess. Or they're starting to finally expand their horizons in this 3D format. It took them long enough, but can we just go back to sprites? Can we just have one Pokemon game where it's all sprites? I mean, hell, I guess that is why we have the power of, of ROM hacks and Pokemon Essentials. Speaking of ROM hack and Pokemon Essentials, that makes for a good transition to, is it here? Alpharad. So, no, not Alpharad. We'll get to Alpharad. No, actually, no, let's get to his ass right now. Yeah, Alpharad. I already brought up his name, so Alpharad. He and his team got together and made this cool ass Pokemon Essential or ROM hack. I guess a ROM hack, I remember, or didn't. It looked like it's made through Pokemon Essentials, now I remembered that when there was like when y'all guys was like, yo, get RPG Maker VM. I finally remembered why I love I love RPG Maker XP so much. Not only because it's more easier to work with, even though it's very limited. Pokemon Essential only works with RPG Maker XP from what I've seen from the community. So that is why I like RPG Maker XP. It's not just that I'm experienced with it. It's the only thing I'm able to use Pokemon Essentials on. Like if I want to do like editing, like maps and all that stuff, I guess. But like anyway. I thought this was cool. Alpharad created a he got his crew together and made a big Mario like Pokemon thing. Nintendo, I know you're watching. Him. I know you're watching him. Don't do anything. He is a beloved YouTuber. Some will say even a legend. I don't think people would like if y'all guys just come in and shut this down. Which will get us to like, look, we can watch the gameplay of this, but I'm gonna be real when I say this. There is a reason why I brought this thing up. Like one thing in particular. Look, for me, I was like, oh shit, an Alpharad video. I'm just seeing this in my feed. Wait a minute. What the fuck is happening? Hence the title of my stream. The many what the fucks of what's to come. So let's play this video out. Like, I want to show you guys, like, enough of dilly-dallying. I set this up, I've got the audio all set up and everything. Let's go look at how cool this Mario thing looks.
We just have to throw our little cap and catch them. I know it doesn't make perfect sense, but just try not to think about it, okay? Oh,
See,
also,
look at
we now
it.
have the
Look how cool
Tattle
this
Decks,
is.
which is EGAD's version of
See, look.
sense, but
Hold
just try not
on.
to think about it, okay? Oh, also
Take a look at the overworld. Even the sprites are all custom made and everything. Sure, it got like some Gen 3 stuff in there and all that, yeah. But like, dog, it's like, it looked like a Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga in Pokemon form. I mean, sure, they're not using the sprites. They're using they based on Pokemon sprites. But like, this world looked very imaginative, very creative. I like it. I like the direction that they went with this map.
So we now have the Tattle Decks, which is EGAD's version of the Pokédex, because I had to give a shout to Goombella.
Yeah,
Goombario,
homegirl.
We can go into
And
the
homeboy.
area. Whoa, look at the...
See, look at the world map. Like, this looks so cool. And then you got like the hidden islands and all that stuff. The secret levels. Yeah, that's what they call the secret levels. Which I'm guessing that's where the Pokemon League's gonna be at. Then you gotta go around collecting like gym badges, I guess, or you going around different kingdoms. It's so cool. I like the concept.
World map! Yeah, we might have spent a bit too much time on this game, but if you want to play it yourself, you can by visiting discord.gg/alpharad.
There you go. If you want to be a playtester, go to
Play
there.
it yourself, you can by visiting discord.gg.
I'm thinking on like I'm not one to like really do Discord or like that, but I will on my like main account to like join that just so I can like play that. I kind of like want to stream it, but at the same time it's just like let them cook, let them finish, let them do the whole game and also let them play test it and all that. Like dog. And not only that, like it looks so fun. It's just so cool. I gotta get back to playing Pokemon games. That's not chaos. Like legit regular Pokemon runs.
/alpharad. In there you'll find a text channel that supplies a patch that allows you to take your legally obtained version
Okay, so it's not Pokemon Essentials. It's Pokemon Emerald. I'm sorry. I left that detail out. I've forgotten that in memory. So that's my mistake.
of Pokemon Emerald
And listen carefully, Nintendo. Listen carefully.
is a patch that allows you to take your legally obtained version
Legally obtained version. Keep that in mind, Nintendo.
of Pokemon Emerald and transforms it into Super Mario Mon. Not so fast though. I mean, if you're watching this like a year from now, yeah, the download link works, never mind. But for now, the game won't be
Hey, wait. Why is this showing up right now? Why I'm seeing Twitch Plays Pokemon on the screen?
released to the public until all of you collectively beat it through a long and excruciating session of Twitch Plays Pokemon. So if you
What the fuck? Twitch Plays Pokemon still going on? It's still a thing?
want to participate and help the game come out faster, visit twitch.tv/alpharad when the video is over because, yeah, good luck. Isn't it kind of...
Oh, man. Gotta hear this one more time.
The game won't be released to the public until all of you collectively beat it through a long and excruciating session of Twitch Plays Pokemon. So if you want to participate and help the game come out faster, visit twitch.tv/alpharad when the video is over because, yeah, good luck. Isn't...
Ah, damn. So look, we got our own Twitch Play Pokemon right there, dog. Dog, that's made me want to look at what is good old Twitch Plays Pokemon doing right now as we speak. It's been a long time since I visited. Is Kim still streaming? Are they still building that Wii U? Oh God, they still is. I wonder what progress there is on that. Let's see. But that's not who we're looking at. If you guys want to go check them out, go to twitch.tv/ScorpionKit. Twitch Plays Pokemon. I wonder what the good old TPP is up to. Oh, they're playing Cassette Beast. And then look at that. They're going to play Botanic Sun. That's kind of cool. But yo, Twitch Plays Pokemon, you could have just, I don't know, hit up Alpharad, just saying, and just be like, hey, let's go collab, and we could have your game featured on Twitch Plays Pokemon. I don't know, it's always good to visit here every once in a while. Like, I don't know, they got the Gen 2 pinball. I wonder if they did anything new with Gen 2 pinball. Like, shit, that is old. Like, I wonder if they did, like, even later generation, like, how far have they gotten this hack? Is it more than just do we got Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald now? Do we have a Gen 6 table and all that? Either way, they're playing cassette beats. So if you want to goof around in that, twitch.tv slash Twitch Plays Pokemon. There you go. That's enough shilling other channels. I thought that was kind of funny. Just to, like, what you call it? To see Twitch Plays Pokemon name drop like that. I was just sitting around just enjoying myself. And also, I just heard that. I'm just like, hey, yo! Let's clear some stuff up around here so that way we're not too deep in the tab. We're not too deep in the ragu. And guys, what you call it? Speaking of more Pokemon games, there's also one that I am thinking on that I want to play on stream. I am curious. This is, like, as the title implies, only 56 people have beaten this game. And I'm like, should I make this into a 57? Should I bring back the Prism X Crystal Clear only with Chaos Platinum X whatever this game we're about to look at called Pokemon Run and Bun, aka the hardest Pokemon Emerald game out there. What makes this very hard? Like the hardest Pokemon game? Or at least in Emerald terms, like aside from Kaizo and all that stuff. We're about to find out. Describe to us what this game is, my beloved P-Chad or P-Chai.
Chapter 1. The Art of the Nuzlocke. Before even the first battle of this behemoth of a game begins, I must acquire my initial team of Pokemon. You can't just use any Pokemon you want in Run and Bun. This mod is played by Nuzlocke rules, which means players can...
Sorry, I gotta, what you call it? I gotta rewind a bit. We're missing a monumental thing to this. Go back, go back, go back. Go back to where we start. Okay, I think we're here.
Can you imagine your hands shaking as you hold onto the boulder? And can you imagine doing all of that just to see it roll down anyway? Pokemon Run and Bun, named very innocently after an online friend of its creator, is a modified version of Pokemon.
You would think with a name like Run and Bun that this game is gonna be something silly, it's gonna be cutesy, they're gonna have like a goofy storyline to this, you know, like little like shit post Pokemon game. Oh, little did everybody knew.
Named very innocently after an online friend of its creator, is a modified version of Pokemon Emerald, and is comprised of 331 brutally difficult Pokemon battles. Every single one of these fights was handcrafted over years by the game's developer Dexa, one of the best competitive Pokemon players of all time.
That's insane! So imagine playing a game, a ROM hack, that's from one of the best all-time Pokemon competitive players, where each battle is calculated to the starters, to the Pokemon, to every aspect of this game. And you're just playing a regular game of Emerald. Like, there's nothing, like, super special about it. It's just, it's very, very hard.
Challengers must progress through the game's story,
I say this sounds like above Kaizo levels.
collect 8 badges, and beat the Elite Four, while only having access to a limited set of Pokemon.
You mean that Crystal 251 AI? It's funny because I never really played the patch version of that yet. Like I did a Anniversary Crystal and all that stuff in stream, sure, and that gave me a challenge here and there. But like I never played it with the advanced AI
of their own. If the player loses just one of these 300...
Oh, listen to get this shit. You're gonna hear why only 56 people only beaten this game. Remember when I said there's nothing too much special, you're just going through Emerald? I lied. There is a condition.
Challengers must progress through the game's story, collect 8 badges, and beat the Elite Four, while only having access to a limited set of Pokemon of their own. If the player loses just one of these 331 battles, their boulder escapes their grasp immediately, and they must start over from the very beginning.
If you lose even a rival battle, even a boss battle, even if you lost your first rival battle at the very beginning, you have to start over. Which I don't know how that will work. Would it just send you to the opening cutscene? Would you start at a little root and everything just like resets and it's like you gotta start over as it implied? Like, do you gotta start a new game? Like, this is really your quest to become the ultimate trainer. If you lose here, that is it. So imagine I'm running a Nuzlocke with Pokemon freaking no. I'm running a Nuzlocke where people could use their channel points to fuck me up. What if I take that one step further and do a side-by-side where it's not just Chaos, but I could do a regular run of this fucking game? I think I'm gonna be in the hospital very quickly. Or a mental institute, wherever comes first.
Attempts of this game take months to complete. Runners spend hundreds of tries grinding through the early game, trying just to get one good run. Some of these fights can take dozens of hours to plan on their own.
The RNG, the strategic values. You gotta go in that. You gotta, like, as he's going to say, you gotta learn everything about Pokemon, about the mechanics, about the typing, about what each move do, the math, the calculations. Like, this game was very well thought out in ROM hacks.
This game requires such deep knowledge of Pokemon mechanics, such expansive levels of planning, luck, and mental fortitude that most people who attempt it don't even make it past the first gym.
Wow! Is it that bad? Is it that hard? Chat, you know what we gotta do. I'm more and more leaning into, you know what gotta be done.
Beating this game is regarded by many as the holy grail of Pokemon challenge runs.
Done. That's all you had to tell me. That's all you had to tell me. Let it be known that in the far future, your boy is about to run and bun his way to the Elite Four. I suffered through cock. I suffered through chaos. and I will survive run and bun. This game will not break me. Sure, I almost broke once in the regular Emerald Chaos run, but that was through different circumstances. This will be a straight up regular run with one life. I will win it. Because I'm that boy. I'm that champion.
Get tracked and chronicled meticulously by its dedicated online community. Despite Run and Bun's infamy, as of time of this recording, only 53 people in the world have ever beaten it.
Now it's only 56 people. And now you're going to have to update that again in like 2025, like the tail end of it. Because it's about to be 56. No, 57. No, maybe 58 if I want to do it another time.
I'm Peachel. I cannot push a boulder in real life. I play really difficult Pokemon games. This is the story of my furthest attempt of Pokemon Run and Bun.
And you know what? Oh god, this is fucking 3 hours. I was gonna react to this until I saw the time. Ooh, no. Dodge a bullet there, Pioxis. Dodge a fucking bullet. Get a drink. You enjoyed cock and bun, but suffered through the chaos and run. That's a high five, Dad. That's a high five. That is fucking good. That's a hell of a saying. And okay. So, that is Pokemon. That is Sonic. And now this is something that... Now here's something that actually surprised me and Corey when we was gaming yesterday. Especially from Corey, because I didn't expect him to bring this up. But it's not Sonic, it's Pokemon. Are you implying that I should play Run and Bun during our next Pokemon and Sonic collaboration stream? Whenever I'm able to find like a day for it? I think it'll be perfect. I think it'll be fucking perfect. Alright, we got confirmation. Sure, I was jumping between like games and all that stuff. Brown Anniversary had to like, gotta take a backseat. Run and Bun. That's our collab game. Run and Bun. I'm doing it. I'm 100%. When are we gonna do this? I have no idea. This was supposed to be planned since like what, like a month or so ago. But so many things like this was supposed to be planned like a long time ago. But like, you know, stuff keep getting in the way. But when we get to it, it's gonna be running time. Oh man. Sonic's the run, Tails the bun. That also works perfectly too. But alright. There goes our little teaser and our confirmation. I guess we could call it a big announcement. Now, we could get to, like, again, something that surprised both me and Corey. Like, we were just playing Monster Hunter randomly yesterday. Tired as fuck. We was about to go to bed. And he was like, yo, you know there's a trailer to this now? Which leads me to... Hold on. Shrimp, bring your butt over here. As I get a snack. So, you heard of this Five Nights trailer, right?
Yes.
Well, we want to react to this right now. Do a live reaction, me and you.
Bro,
What?
what is wrong with your room?
What you mean? Well, it gotta get cleaned again. What you mean?
No, it is like a whole other world in there.
There's a fucking tornado, I know.
Dude, it is hot in there.
Oh yeah, I told you, yeah. Like, it's freaking hot today.
I know.
I told you, I woke up and it was like, I was feeling like I was burning.
It's the second hottest day of the week.
How hot is it today?
77.
God! We're near summer weather.
And we're not even near summer. Barely.
Jesus. Let me see. So, first thing first. Doop. Hey, you're fine. You got your picture over there in the bottom left.
That's all I got.
So, I'm bringing you up here real quick because I'm about to start reacting to, like, or about to start talking about, like, the Switch 2 stuff, like, in a bit. But I've gone over a bunch of Sonic stuff. I've gone over a bunch of Pokemon stuff. So now, we gotta have our Shrimp cameo section to where, we gotta react to this goddamn trailer. We did for the first one. I still can't believe Corey was just like, because Corey, he don't really care for stuff like this. He's like, yo, you know they making another FNAF movie? I was like, oh shoot. At first I didn't know what he was talking about. And then he mentioned toy animatronics. I was like, what the heck is this guy talking about? And then I just randomly saw this to my feet. I'm like, oh.
Bro, you forgot about the damn toy animatronics?
It's not that I didn't forget about the toy animatronics. It's just that I didn't know what he was talking about. It was like, oh shoot, Five Nights at Freddy 2. They got the toy animatronics. I'm like, the heck are you talking about? We played Five Nights at Freddy's like, for years now. Is this your first time stumbling into Five Nights at Freddy's? And then I saw this pop up on my feed, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, they're making another movie?
They announced this crap like when the first one came out.
Well, I mean, that was like 50 years ago. With 50 years of development.
The first one came out. They announced it probably
like Dad specifically visited us 50 years ago to watch it with us.
And that was like my second or third time watching it.
I thought you were going to say that was only your second and third birthday. Yes, that is the Lord. Dad, do you remember the time that you came around here 50 years ago to celebrate Shrimp Second's birthday to watch the FNAF movie with us?
Oh, God. Oh, I gotta think 50 years back for that one.
Yeah, you was very, very small back then.
Yeah.
You're small now, but you was like the size of like a freaking peanut.
Okay. Excuse you.
You was like Mr. Peanut size.
How dare you? How dare you insult my height? I'll have you know, I'm only 4'11".
That's still pretty tall, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you're catching up very quickly to my height. Because I'm like, what, 5'9"? I feel like you're gonna be taller than that. And you're only 12. Let me see. That say, yeah, I remember. I learned so much lore then. Look, 50 years of experience. Let's see. Also, partially watched Turning Red and Sonic 2.
Really?
What you think about Turning Red? Well, remember, we was watching Turning Red when that came over too.
I know that.
Well, Sonic 2, we saw the movie. We went to the movie theater for that. I was gonna say too, we gotta find a day to watch all three of those Sonic movies. It's on Paramount now. I just gotta make a different account.
I forgot there was 3 for a second. I thought there were like 4.
Well, didn't they confirm it for like 5 movies?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't quote me on that. I know they said they was gonna make like like a couple more movies.
I don't know. Somebody search it on Google. Dad, search it up on Google.
But that is busy watching the stream. They don't have to always have to do our light work.
Too bad.
That's already busy enough as is. They
No,
gotta
it
they gotta
doesn't
help me hook
matter.
up a multi-stream at some point.
It don't matter.
What do you mean it don't matter?
It-
What do you mean it don't matter? What do you mean it don't matter?
Shut up! Dad, search that.
Okay, but we reacted to this thing?
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Hurry up.
Bro, it's steam. I'm steamed like a carrot here.
I'm gonna have heat stroke before we play this video.
I'm gonna put this on full blast so that way we can hear it. Hopefully the mic don't fall on my knees. If there's at any point you want me to stop it or you got commentary on it, just let me know.
I'll just.
Okay. Oh god, they're naked.
Well, that was fast.
Already from the bit we got naked animatronics.
Dang.
Well, it's 48 seconds. We gotta make this run on somehow. We gotta turn it into an hour. That's what my streams are known for.
We're not GT Live.
One time I turned a 2-minute video into an hour segment.
What?
I forgot what segment that was, but I'm pretty sure that was a thing.
Ah!
Hi, Misty.
Welcome back. Are you ready to start the show?
Yeah, Blumhouse is back on it. Well, what's up? What's up?
It's just a random voice after the naked Endos.
Hello, welcome to my naked animatronic house.
Also theorize? I feel like that's Henry.
That says all of the results ended up saying Ruin the Lou, which shouldn't be a thing.
Welcome back. Are you ready to start the show? Count with me now.
Who theme is this? I forgot. Puppet? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm just making sure. Don't look at me like that. We haven't played Five Nights at Freddy in like 10 years. When are we going to play Ultimate Custom Night? When are we going to play FNAF World? I downloaded that. Yeah.
You downloaded it?
Yeah. I told you that I did.
Oh. Damn, I forgot.
We was going to make it into a stream, but then we got to this whole Cookie Runner Kingdom arc, and I'm just like, nope, I'm not dealing with more programming and coding. Nope, I'm done.
Dad, help him.
No, they had enough of that. They had enough of that. I would know firsthand. And I don't blame Dad. I made this stream to particularly to save Dad from looking at Kip and May from programming.
Damn.
Not really, but like, imagine.
Imagine.
Thank you for the save. You're welcome. No, it was funny because it was just like, because again, it was one of those moments. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna because Kip told me in the stream chat that everything was all done in the VOD channel. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna get up to it. I'm gonna get to that when I'm done with this stream today, or I'm done with the stream today. All of a sudden, I felt like something flared up on Kip. Like they heard the word stream, and fired up their own stream. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? I'm sorry, I had to drop it in front of you just once. I'll put a quarter in the swear jar. I found like 4 quarters somewhere in the
Where they at?
somewhere in the living room.
Yeah, that's probably mine anyway.
Yes, I'm giving you your quarters back that I found. Finders keepers, and now they're yours again.
Yeah, I'm taking your controllers.
What controllers? How are we gonna play the Xbox?
I'll just keep it and then bring it back whenever we play.
Oh God.
Next thing you know, there's gonna be Cheeto dust on them things.
Why would there be Cheeto dust on my controller?
I don't even eat Cheetos.
Then who got Cheeto dust on the controller?
The Cheeto monster. You ain't ever heard of it?
Yeah, Chester Cheetah. All right, let's continue this. This December, by the way.
4, 3,
They're out there, Mike.
2,
Where?
1.
Everywhere.
I always do like how silly, it's frightening. Yeah, it's supposed to be like horror, like kid horror. But like, some of the death be kind of like funny. Yeah, look at my girl. Me too.
Yo. Pay. Hold up. How much I have to pay? How much I have to pay for her?
Let's see. I'm trying to get a good,
How
picture
much I
of
gotta
her.
pay for that?
Was it the bite of 87? Damn it! I can't get it. I gotta play in slow motion.
That was deserved for that one. That was deserved.
You're an old-fashioned way.
You know, go bit by bit, frame by frame.
That's what I'm saying. Right here, there you go. Perfect picture. There you go, Mango. Oh, look. The eyeball is under her chin.
I love. Yo, how much I gotta pay for that? Can I buy that? Hold up, yo. Can I?
And only
get,
that, it's the toy animatronics, so they're gonna be moving all slick. They look all slick.
So smooth, so shiny.
I want to rub her head.
Head pats.
Wait, what was Bonnie holding? Hey yo!
It just reminds me of that one Vine thing.
I was gonna say, what he doing with that?
What do you have?
Is he putting someone in his suit?
A knife.
Whoa! Hey!
Who the heck are those people?
She pulls up a gun on Balloon Boy? That's crazy.
Wait.
Finally, there is right with the world. Balloon Boy is finally getting what he deserves. I run that back again.
Screw that kid.
See? Balloon Boy! Die.
Bro, also I want to mention, who the heck were those random people?
That Chica, I'm guessing?
That does not.
Cause my mind almost went to Springtrap. I was like,
Yeah.
nah, it can't be.
It can't be. No.
We're not at 3 yet. Let's see. Balloon Boy looks like the mascot for the company that did Spy Kids. Oh my god, he kind of does. I would put it on Google search, but it's like I can't do it with how I'm doing this right now. I literally got the microphone on my knees and I'm holding the headphones on my shoulders so that way me and Shrimp could hear the audio. Because if I put them close together, we could barely hear it.
Showtime!
Dun, 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 dun.
December 5th.
Write that down. Remember it. Me, your mom gotta go, and you gotta go to a movie theater.
Cherish that. I need to save up money now to buy that Mangle animatronic now.
Well, apparently you got till December to do it, I guess.
Well, I mean, wouldn't it be better? Like how holidays work, like the candy after the holidays, like cheaper. So wouldn't it be better to like get the Mangle animatronic after the movie's shown?
Yeah, I mean, sure, this is exactly what I want. Come to our movie theater now. The first 10 viewers will get a big free animatronic.
Heck yeah. I'll take that deal.
You'll take that deal.
I like the toy animatronics. Like, I think they're probably the line of animatronics that I have the most favorites from in general.
Wait, your favorite set is the toy animatronics?
Okay, wait, hang on. Let me rephrase that one. Because I do think Security Breach and Sister Location take those two places.
I'll do like the Glam Rocks.
The toy animatronics are probably like my third favorites that I just like love with all my heart. Except for, what's his name again?
Which one?
Oh yeah, Balloon Boy. Damn.
Yeah.
So forgettable. Yeah.
Well, he's never gonna get forgetting in this trailer.
Can never forget about Mangle. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that one.
I like how Mango looks so cool.
Real.
I like how it just Mango and it started out as like what? Toy Foxy.
Yeah.
And then just got and turned to Mango. No, we just got Mango from the rip.
What?
I mean, it could have worked for like a backstory, like in the movie. Like it could have started out as toy, whatever. What's funny? What?
This is a random thing of the lady screaming. This without the sound. I find it.
I mean, hey, I would scream too. There's an animatronic after me that looks as beautiful as Mango.
I wouldn't mind.
But what I was saying is, it would have been nice to see like a they would just like tease us showing us like toy Foxy, yeah, Toy Foxy, and then they rip them to shreds and then it turned to Mango. Like they had to battle Foxy 2 times.
That would be interesting. I what? I will say that would be in.
Cause we already know the lore of a Mango being like, it was originally a Foxy model that just got torn apart repeatedly by the kids. Which those are some freaking strong kids.
Seriously, like we must got some like weightlifters that are these kids. Like who are these kids' parents?
Freaking lumberjacks.
God.
Let me see. I guess before we get into the big direct conversation, is there anything you would like to say, Shrimpo, about add anything extra here to this trailer? Any theories? Because like, I'm not gonna lie to you, we may have to rewatch the first FNAF movie because I almost forgot everything about it. It's why I want to watch the 3 Sonic movies, so I'm caught up on the lore and I can see the new movie. All I know how memeable it was, because it's just like, hey, you gotta stop taking these. What you mean? These pills? Yeah, stop taking them. It just threw them in the ocean, like, wow, like, threw them in the lake, like, wow, that's gonna do anything.
When did that happen?
Some point in the movie, I forgot what it was, but I know that was a scene. Me and Dead was ragging on it. It was so stupid. It was like,
lake?
You're like, let me get those pills, throw it to a lake. Wow, you sure showed them.
What was?
You sure cured his addiction or whatever it was.
You could just buy more.
Exactly, just buy more.
If you're gonna do that, just get rid of just get rid of him.
Throw him into the lake?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna throw him into the lake?
Yeah. Get rid. Listen here, kids. To get rid of an addiction, throw yourself into a lake. All right, guys.
Yeah, you gotta knock it down by the source yourself.
I mean, it's not wrong.
In order to cut the addiction, you gotta cut yourself. That's what you're trying to say here? What life lessons you trying to promote in my stream? How are you golf but you dress as a scene kid?
I'm not either. I'm supposed to be Dakara. That's your problem.
Do you like tacos? Rawr.
You're gonna make me punch the dog.
Don't punch the dog. Misty, bite her legs off.
What? He has more meat on him. Get him.
I think I have too much meat. If anything. That poor dog jaw will break.
I'm gonna...
What you looking at?
Who is that at the end of the hallway? There's a dark hallway. Like, somewhere around here. Who is that? I want to say that's Toy Bonnie, but it doesn't look built like him.
But this is Toy Bonnie.
Yeah. Continue going.
No, it looks like a person.
Oh! I thought I saw ears. I wonder who the heck that is. And why he built like that.
Could it be Purple Guy? I mean, it could be possible. If we're going through, like, the toys, right?
Oh, I hate the implications of lore this movie has.
It's a FNAF game. Scott always leaving us questions. Oh, it's a FNAF movie. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And you gotta remember, it doesn't correlate. Like, it's basically, like, kind of like the books. It's kind of like its own timeline. But it does have confirmation to some things in the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And the story in the movie was, like, drastically different. Like, events played out drastically different.
Very.
So I wonder if this is the introduction of, like, Purple Guy, which will later become a Springtrap.
But how does that work?
But we already know about the main lore of FNAF, right? Remember, there's some stuff you got about the main FNAF lore you got throughout the window.
That doesn't work with the other movie, though.
How?
Because the last movie we met Purple Guy.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he die?
He died the last movie. So...
Wait, was it actually, did it say like his name was William Anthony, or?
I don't even think they ever said his name.
Yeah, we just assumed that it was Purple Guy.
Just roaming around in a spring bodysuit. That's...
But then again, what if it's the other Purple Guy? We gotta remember, there were two. Michael. Right? That's the name? No. Who was it? Cause I don't know. I'm trying to refresh myself on FNAF lore. It's been so long. I only remember like the first 3 games. Cause remember it was just like that one ending. Either it was FNAF. Shoot, what game was that? Maybe it was Security Breach. No, not Security Breach. What was the one before that? It wasn't Help Wanted.
Damn, what was it then? I don't know.
Sister Location.
That was...
I think it was Sister Location. That they had that bonus cutscene of like, they all believed that I was you. But that wasn't you this whole time. Just remember, I always call and then they showed like Springtrap come back at the end, implying that it was probably like someone else.
Oh yeah, because in Sister Location you play as Michael Afton.
Yeah, so there's Afton, but then someone else like showed up in the Springtrap suit, confirming that that it was like they're not the same person. But I still don't know how that makes sense. But all right, Scott, you do you. So I wonder if this is the second guy. This is the second one. Like we know it's one of his kids. Oh, my foot.
So you're saying this could be Mike? Wait.
It was Michael Afton, right? That's one of the kids.
But that wouldn't line up with the movies if this, because Michael is our main character. So who the heck is that Michael? I don't know. It's so dark I can't tell. Man, this light really does not do it well.
Well, let's do it justice and say it's Phone Guy. Phone Guy finally makes an appearance.
Oh, Phone Guy! Yay!
What if they try to like bait us, right? I'm gonna check audio levels real quick. Cool. What if they try to like bait us, right? And thinking this is like a creepy guy, but really he's just there to check the phone.
That'd be depressing.
He's just here to check the phone lines, the Wi-Fi.
Oh, and then you just get.
Hence why we call him Phone Guy.
Yeah, and then one of the animatronics use him to take a call.
So there was that.
What the heck is that thing that's going through the car window?
Let's see.
Looks like a gun. Oh, is that like a piece of mango? Is that like...
It could be. It looked like Mango will be a prominent animatronic they'll face in the movie. See, because you see him being pulled away.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got that. So they just run away from the other animatronics. Like they going on a life or death mission against Mango.
Seems like a theme of carnival here too.
Well, they are the toy animatronics, so I could see that. I mean, you just seen in that one scene at the very end that they was all gathered together. See?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't gonna be able to get that in time.
Yeah, that was like a quick...
That is like a split second. Super split second.
Yeah, you gotta like spam to get that.
Well, I guess that's everything that we could discuss about Five Nights. As much as I'd love to go 7 hours again on a FNAF discussion. So I guess tomorrow's Friday. I'm gonna be with Corey. I don't know what time. Knowing him's gonna be early, so I ain't gonna be able to stream tomorrow. Think we could do something on Saturday? Maybe. Yeah, it might be a maybe for me too, depending what I got planned, what I got cooked up. But I guess we could see on Saturday. If not that, depending. Oh wait, no, cause I gotta do Power World and all that stuff. To be honest, I may just call up Power for this week too. Vista and Mez be warned. Let me see. But alright. Until then, I guess we see you Shrimper 30 on Saturday. And you too, Misty. Yeah, Misty and you. Misty and you are gonna say like, get out the room. She's like, so long, farewell. I'll give my breakfast to you. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'll have you join into the Switch 2 conversation, but it's just like, I don't think you have more conversation. We were just gonna be doing more derailing than we is talking about the Switch 2. And plus, I want to go solo on this one. How about this? You watch the Switch 2 Direct. Well, I'm talking about the Switch 2 Direct, and I'll bring you back again and your thoughts on it. Yeah, I thought so. Alright then, close the door, and that just leaves you and me again, chat. So, yeah, this stream's a big one. We got we got a little of everything. We got a little bit of Sonic, we got a little Pokemon, we even got my art. We had Shrimple join us, and now we can finally get to the main event. So I'm gonna BRB again to finish my sandwich. Probably gonna be like a quick 5 minutes, maybe. And then after that, wait, my music ain't playing. No, my music is playing. I think I hooked it up in the wrong jack. Cause my headphones disconnected. Much better. Alright, so I'm gonna eat again. No, I'm not gonna eat again. I'm gonna BRB, finish my sandwich, and then we gonna talk about stuff on the Nintendo Switch 2. Cause man, do I have a bunch to fucking say. We're finally getting to the main event. So BRB for now.
start us off for good luck. For the nights like this, put your hands up. Love the moment even from dusk. Yo, you always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that. Now, it's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night.
Alright, and I am back. Oh man, today has been a big day. We've already been 2 hours and 36 minutes. Like, man, if I wanted to, I could have just ended off the stream here and felt satisfied. But nah, we got more to cover now. Because, whoo, that Switch 2 Direct was fucking fire. Again, they had a couple things that, of course, they had like their filler. They came strong with their big reveals. They talked a whole bunch of stuff about the Switch 2. You know what? Let's just get right into it, man. I took enough of y'all time. So, I'm gonna load this up right here, and anything that caught my mind, I am gonna go to it. Get this out of here. Bring this up right here. I'm gonna have this playing in the background as I discuss what things that I want to talk about. It switched me on. You're damn right it did. So where do we begin from here about this Direct in general? I say presentation-wise, this was a very, very strong presentation. I like this Direct. Arlo pointed this out. The 3 people that was you know what? Switch 2 starting. We'll get there when we get there, I guess. So I guess the first thing that we're gonna talk about, they showed off the new Mario Kart World. I actually like it. The graphics look sick. The game looks beautiful. There's a huge roster. It looks like it's like a huge roster for you to choose from. There's alternate outfits it looking like, and I'm loving that. Of course, you still got your multiple carts that you can ride on. You got your cars, you got your motorcycles, you got your parachutes. You got multiple carts to go from. Like, look at this game. This game looks sick. And now you got it in higher graphics and stuff. I cannot wait. Now, my thing is, I wonder how it's gonna play as. Is it gonna try to be like its own thing? Is it gonna lean more the controls of Mario Kart 8? Is it gonna be a return to forms from to Mario Kart Wii? Or is it gonna play like the DS games? Either way, I'm hyped for it. I'm for it. They got a World Tour mode that I like to think that they took a page from the Cruising series. Cruising World, Cruising Blast, Cruising USA, whatever. And you gotta try to like survive like kind of like F-Zero 99. You gotta keep going through laps and make sure that you're number 1, like you're above a certain threshold. Because if you're too below, you're gonna get eliminated. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. Marco just ate a huge ass sandwich. Like, and look at these outfits, man. They look so cool. So they started off with a very big. Everybody was expecting like this was gonna be like the first thing they was gonna showcase. So I'm glad that they showed that. And then look, something very interesting that caught my eye that I didn't even realize it until Arlo started speaking about it. Hold on, let me check audios real quick, because I'm always like that. Yeah, apparently, I didn't realize it until he said it. Normally, we would have a theme of like someone opening the Nintendo Direct, or like someone doing like the Directs. Like back then, we would be familiar with Veggie Vizame, and then we was used to the other guy who usually opened up the Directs. Now this feels like a passing of the torch. You got the 3 big heads of the Nintendo Switch 2, the big producers of the Switch 2, now leading this Direct. It's not an old classic figure. It's not no Miyamoto. It's just 3 new guys stepping up the bat, carrying the torch of the future of the Switch 2. And you know what? Good on them. I'm for that. Present your name so that way I can properly name ya. Koichi. So that's him. That's producer. Takuhiro, director. And then we got the boy himself, Tetsuya. Damn, so I wonder how they're gonna do more presentations with these 3, or we're gonna go back to like the old legends that present us in our directs. This is getting a little too loud for me. Bam. Lower this down a little bit. Is that I'm wearing these headphones for so long? Is that I'm feeling like the sound is amplifying, which is why I like to do streams like hardly wearing the headphones, unless if I really have to, like in terms of like reactions and all that. So okay, along with Mario Kart and 3 new people, they introduced a new feature for the Switch 2, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know how to feel about it. They call it Game Chat, which I guess is kind of cool. Like it's basically a way that you don't have to use that stupid ass Nintendo app. Basically now it's basically what everybody wanted, right? You have your Nintendo Switch, it picks up your voice, you can chat with other people, and you're in a Discord call playing your game. I'm more traditional, I'm more dinosaur. I'd rather have a microphone and a headset on me and just plug it right in. I don't like the fact that it will just pick up my voice from the go. I do like that it has voice, like an enabling feature for voice. And you can camera share if you want. But I'm not gonna like the camera either. I'm not using camera at all. I'm not even gonna purchase the goddamn thing. I'm not a camera guy. But this is great. This is like, even though I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Aside from that, it's a great step in the right direction. Because now we don't have to use that stupid phone. We don't have to go on Discord. If Wolfpack just want to like game on the Switch 2 and just like talk while like gaming and all that stuff, we could have like our little Discord call right there on the TV. We could show our gameplay too. Overall, pretty great feature. And it seems like even if there's something going on in the background, they will mute it. Like there's like filters. There's like filters, so your voice will come through as nice as clear. It looked like they tested that out a lot. So I'm actually glad that the Switch 2 finally like not making things hard for us anymore. So now they're actually like going to actual gaming industry standards. Like, let me see. That says Dome, we are all still abusing the family plans that we is. We already could show and watch our gameplay on Xbox, but you haven't done it once. I don't think I can already do that here on live stream, like. I mean, look, again, I'm not using these features. But in case if you were just hanging out with your buddies and all that, then, then you could use these features, like, but for me, I'm old school. If we playing together, I'm just sticking through headphone and mic. If not that, we're streaming. But for y'all guys, this is great. Toxic Dome, I joined the family. Yeah, you're joining the Don. You're joining the Godfather. You're part of our family now. Let me see. Is there anything interesting too that I missed out here? Let's look very carefully. Yeah, we talking about the video game sharing. Oh yeah, it's funny too because they also said like with this feature, they said like, yo, imagine like you could do all these things. You could show your gameplay. You could guide your friends. You could host tournaments. I wonder how that's gonna go, knowing Nintendo. I don't know. I mean, Nintendo, bring us Melee HD now that you brought a certain thing that I'm gonna talk about, and then we'll see about hosting tournaments on the Switch too. Let's see. No, this looks way worse than Discord. I don't even. I'm just saying this look like a Discord call. It even got like the same 4 in the bottom. It got that like. Hey, if it look worse, it look worse. I ain't gonna argue with that. It's a feature that I'm not gonna use. I still say it's a great step in the right direction compared to phones, but like still. And we already had this on the this feature better on the 2013 console. Again, I'm not gonna argue with that or complain about that. Let me see. Anything else they talk about here? Let's see. We talked about game share. Oh, I guess they talked about the Switch itself. Yeah, let's just skip over to that then. Yeah, so it's interesting how they're gonna do the Switch 2 when it comes to like sharing games. I know Vista already shut me down on this one, but I'm still reminded by it every time, and I'm always gonna bring it up. They doing the game sharing now, kind of like how it reminds me of like the Nintendo Download Play. Yes, I know it's 2 different things. Just hear me the fuck out. Like, I'm gonna bring this back up a little bit. So how the DS used to work is you get like a game, and if you want to play with your friend, like your friends want to play you locally on it, sometimes it will give you an option to like, oh, they can have like a watered down version of the game where you play the multiplayer mode, but it's limited, right? This is like 1,000 times a better evolutionary step towards that, to where you're not just doing like a simple thing anymore, like a simple game or mini game or something like that, or a side thing. Now you have Captain Toad, Mario 3D World with Bowser Fury, Clubhouse Games 51, Mario Odyssey, and Big Brain games shared from locally from Switch 2 to Switch 2. Now my thing is it the whole game? Like the whole ass game? If so, that's freaking amazing. That would be tough. But just the fact that they're bringing this feature again, so that way you can play locally. Like if you want to play Smash with your crew, as long as you have the game, you can share it with everybody else that has a Switch 2. I think that's good. I think that's great. That's an amazing feature. So that was pretty good for the Switch 2. Then they started to talk about the simple stuff. The DS screen. No, the DS screen. The screen of the what you call it? Switch 2 is bigger. If I could remember, it's 7.5. If I'm wrong, they're gonna show it here. So it's like an inch bigger, I believe. Like if I'm wrong, they're gonna correct it anyway. If we ever get to it, they show it here. It runs on 120 frames. I remember 4K. For some reason, they got mouse controls. Hey yo, sidetrack. I know it was a missed opportunity for the Switch to do this. If they want to utilize mouse controls and the touchscreen and all that stuff, because not many of the games I remember or I have currently really utilize touchscreen all like that. Just go ahead and bring mobile games already. I know I know Nintendo wanted to be dominant in the mobile market for so long. They bring Pokemon TCGP for Switch 2. Bring it. Just bring them all. Sure, it will not be compatible in dock mode, but at least like bring a couple mobile games over, or at least more mobile games over that will have people being like, oh, I can get this for Switch 2 now? Bet. I think it would be great. And it's always been one of my biggest questions on why they haven't do that, because you have the touchscreen there. We have Unite, but like dead. You know what I mean. I mean, originally, to be fair, Unite did came out on the Switch first, then later for mobile, because it was supposed to be a mobile game. So that's a different story. It didn't start out technically as a mobile game. It was just a mobile game set in mind till it became mobile. And also what I'm doing. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say, bring Genshin Impact over too. Wait, do it got Genshin Impact? Or is Genshin Impact only was a PlayStation exclusive, which later turned into the Xbox? I mean, hell! With this Switch 2 now, a whole bunch of opportunities are opening. A whole bunch of games is coming over, which we'll get to eventually, like we're about to get to. Sorry, do you want HoYoverse on Switch 2? If it'll get more people buying the Switch 2 and playing the Switch 2, yes. Will I play HoYoverse, whatever you called it? No. Bring that, Hyoka Star, I don't give a fuck, bring all that shit there. It's gonna make more people wanna play it. Let me see. And Genshin Impact could run on a PS4, so it could run Switch 2. And you know, a fucking phone? I got an iPhone 8, you smartass. You think I could be able to play that on that shit? Oh, man. Let's see. But then again, I could just play it on my Xbox, so. I'm just giving suggestions. Hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is something that Dev was cracking up about too, or we were just like, why is this a thing? Can we go to oh wait, did I talk about everything on the I'm sorry, I'm going way too ahead of myself. So okay, so let's wrap this up. Let's wrap up this part. So it's gonna be big screen, 120 frames, 4K graphics, HDR, I guess, support or whatever it's called. We got to the gigabyte storage now, which is 256. which is 8 times the amount of the of a regular Switch thing, which I thought was kind of cool. Let me see. We got a better stand so we can stand it up, because I don't know how the fuck the Switch 1 survived on that little ass stick. And system transfer too, because I was wondering how system transfer was gonna work between Switch 1 and the Switch 2. I'm glad that that I'm able to like put all my data and all that stuff on the Switch 2, so I can just continue as business as usual when I do get to Switch 2. So you love the little sticks? I don't know, for me it never like stood up. Like every time when I try to set it up, it just falls back over until it finally decides to stand up. And then like you see too, it got like a little fan so it can stay cool, which is pretty smart. I like that. And I guess I'm missing a lot of stuff too. I guess we already know it was a given that it was gonna have playback with upgrade packs, which was something that was very, very interesting to me. So if you already got like a certain game, the Switch 2 could possibly have a version of it that it has more either like an upgrade pack that, you know, of course it'll enhance the graphics, better performance and all that stuff, but there's some stuff to it that could give you more notably Mario Jamboree and Kirby and the Lost what was it, the Lost World, I almost said the Amazing Mirror, which both coming with its like DLC expansions. Meanwhile, you got your Metro Prime and you got your Zelda that has like way better graphics, and in the well, I guess just even more better graphics. And in Zelda's case, you got like this phone app that you could use that will help you out during the while playing the game, which I thought was neat. But then again, I'm not really a person that used the Nintendo app, so welcome home tour. This is what I wanted to get to. Take a look at this nice little introduction to the Switch 2. You could check around. It will teach you how to do like certain things, the features of the Switch 2, mini games that you could play on the Switch 2 that will actually help you understand how the Switch 2 works, and you could use that for, I guess, like to hone your skills in like certain games or something like that. This is a nice introduction, a nice little tech demo to the Switch 2. I thought it was neat. I thought it was wholesome. I thought it was cool. Why do we have to pay for it? Why the fuck is this a paid game? Why isn't this included with the Switch 2? Which is what everybody's complaining about too. Like, I'm like, that is so fucking dumb of Nintendo to do. You think anybody is gonna want to buy this? Look, no offense. It's nice to have a tech demo, and the tech demo look nice. But when you say you got a tech demo for us to buy, think about it. Anybody gonna want to buy this just for the fun? Maybe like the 10%. They'll make the quick cash grab too. But it's like, why? It should be free. Let's see. Let me read what that is saying. I love the little sticks. Oh, sorry, I meant the Joy-Con sticks, not the kickstand. Oh no, I was talking about the kickstand. I like the Joy-Con controllers too. I like that it's more bigger as well. Let's see. I will pay $80 for my introduction to Switch 2. Is it really gonna be an $80 game? Come the fuck. No, there ain't no fucking way. Let's see, $200 for a 3rd edition of Breath of the Wild. God damn, that's gonna be. That's the fucking part in all this, man. Note that I'm gonna exclude prices on this because I haven't even looked them up myself. I'm sure you guys could tell me on the chat, but I'm not gonna get into prices all like that because I haven't like really looked into it all like that, and I'm not going to for this stream. I'll talk about it on another day when it comes to Power World. When if I do Power World this week, and me, Mez, Vista, and if Denify wants to like tag along, we'll talk about like what we enjoyed about the direct, what we expect to see, and why. What the fuck are the prices to this? Like, but anyway, yeah, home tour. Then, like we're about to see here, they got on about more information about the Switch 2, which is how the cartridge is gonna look like. It's going to be a red card. If I can remember, they're gonna use again their version of a micro SD card. I wonder if this will also be compatible with third-party micro SD chips. As just like the Switch 1. Unfortunately, you cannot use the Switch 1, the Nintendo Pacific Switch 1 cartridge, like, you know, SD card. to the Switch 2, if I can remember. I think they show it right here. Yeah, it's saying it was not compatible. And then let me see. I think. Oh yeah, and then they talk about the system transfer here that we already gone over. So yeah, I think it's a nice improvement. I think it's a nice good step. And now I don't have to worry about losing anything if I transfer my data. And look at the Switch 2 Pro Controller. I think it's pretty solid. I think it's cool. I like it. It's sweet, simple, and to the point. And not too curvy like the Xbox controller. Although for me, my favorite controller of all time gotta be the Xbox controllers. Now we can just go back to form with the Duke. Oh my god, that big ass controller. Yeah, it's just a standard controller. Like, I like it. It's not too overly fancy or anything like that. It's just a controller, which is basically what I would like. Like, it's nothing fancy like the GameCube. It's nothing gimmicky like the Switch. It's just a controller. It's not a gamepad, which apparently Kip and Maid is trying to repair, trying to build like a Wii U. Speaking of that, Dead, I know you're watching Kip's stream. How far they got into that? Cause my thing is, I'm trying to make the stream long enough to see if they actually get it built by the time I'm done. Oh, they got to connect to the connecting phase and it's not connecting. It's always one thing on. You know, Dead, I'm with you. You should have gifted. You should just like go gift made a Wii U at this point. Hey, they're having fun, so I feel your frustration. I feel your frustration. Let me see. Can't wait to test out the new stick drift. Talk to Dome. What are you talking about? Stick. I don't know what you're saying. Everybody knows that Joy-Con drift don't exist. It's not a thing. Nintendo says so in the court case. Maybe not a court case, but I mean, like if Nintendo say it, it must be true. Tetris Effect disconnected. Oh. So, question. I have a controller, or at least a Pro Controller, that had like these types of buttons in the back. What the hell do they do? I never known what these type of buttons do in the back. I mean, I know it's a stupid question. I don't build controllers. But that always piqued my curiosity. Maybe it's for extra buttons for like a certain game or something that you could just, like extra controls, extra buttons. Silly me, you're right. Yeah, no, never doubt the big Nintendo, like. Or they might Billy Mitchell you and you get sued. Oh, that fucking court case, man. I actually looked through the whole thing too, and I watched Nick cover it. I watched a lot of people coverage of that. I'm under that camp that I thought it was about the cheating stuff. But fuck, it's about the Apollo Legends shit, and yeah, Carl fucking flown too close to the sun. I agree, he flown too close to the sun. And then especially if they taking on that shit with Australia, I agree with Tommy C's take. Talking about the shit that he tried to pull in America, that like his speech, like, oh, I'm gonna be like the hero of the free speech. We're gonna destroy Billy Mitchell. Yeah, the judge not having that. The judge not fucking having that. I thought this was about video games. And as soon as that drifted to Apollo Legends, I was like, oh. So, fuck, I don't know what he's gonna do at this point, man. But anyway, I'm sidetracked. Honestly, low-key, I really do want Nick the Oreo's fucking Billy Mitchell signed poster. To the point that he got fucking retweeted by Billy Mitchell saying, thanks Nick, huge fan. I'm like, what the fuck Billy Mitchell watches Nick streams? Yeah, I agree. Banning Billy Mitchell as a suicide provoker is defamation by Carl. Yeah. But the way he tried to paint it out and the way it's like the judge read it and everything. No. Honestly, could we give a clap for the judge? Unfortunate as things turned out, as much as we're in the worst timeline, the judge did his job. I think I like how the judge did his job. And the deadpan reading that he did on some of the tweets and the evidence that was put up. Oh my god, that judge held no shit, and then he just left with a mic drop. Like, I'm like, god damn, that judge was fucking wild. That judge was pretty savage, not gonna lie. Like, you know for a fact, like, I felt it. Like, I seen it. As soon as he started reading what Carl Jobs was saying about, like, nah, like, a settlement? No, this ain't gonna be settled. I'm gonna take out Billy Mitchell. Billy Mitchell's gonna lose. He's gonna get owned. Stuff like that. Right away, I saw on the judges was like, oh, you is not getting away with this, son. This is malicious. I'm like, oh no. Well, at least the judge acknowledged that Billy Mitchell's a cheater. So there's that. But in the end, at what cost? Oh, nah, but fucking $350K, man. That is the thing that's gonna sting the most. And I learned this from Tommy's stream too. Don't the guy got cancer as well? Shit, so you gotta take account of that. Lawyers, fucking any type of cancer fund. Fuck, I feel for him, man. I feel for him. He should have gone with the settlement, man. He should have gone with the fucking settlement. I know what he was trying to do, and I guess his heart was kind of like in the right place, I guess. But it's like, there's times there's a time and place where you have to step down. I know it's gonna make you look like a pussy on the internet, but it's like, what's more important? Not looking like a bitch on the internet, or paying out like a fucking huge legal fee? I just don't know what he's gonna do from here, man. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. TBH's car lawyer probably pulled over to war. Tommy C made that theory too. Like, what if the fucking judge, I mean not the judge, what if the lawyers knew that that this case wasn't gonna go well? But, you know, him being a lawyer, he's gonna get paid either way. He told them that he could do this. So that's an interesting theory. And it would be right in line on what lawyers does. I would know. I seen Phoenix Wright games. Oh, man. I guess we're in ad break, so I'm going to take a sip of my water. Sorry for getting sidetracked over to this Billy Mitchell stuff, but man, when I heard that shit, that broke my heart. I was like, oh, I feel for him and his generations. Okay, so back to the Switch. Also, I guess what you call it? Oh, we did talk about the upgrade packs, so we could skip over that. Dad, you said I know I said I want to talk about price. How much you said the upgrade packs were? Were they like $10? So it's like they showed you like a certain selection of games that they will have like an upgrade pack for, and they're gonna have more coming along the way. And it's confirmed because I looked at the Pokemon website and all that stuff, and they probably show it here too. That Scarlet and Violet is getting a Switch 2 upgrade. So I'm just like, could you please make it run better then? So that when we get a Switch 2 in a million years, when I get a Switch 2, we could continue our bomb-ass adventure quest in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like, oh, man. Part of the reason I think Kip is like refusing to stream Scarlet and Violet more, because they can't handle the frame rate. Like, and I'm not talking about the smooth 60 frame rates. They can't stomach like the 15 frames, the 1 frame per second. Like, times where it just get like laggy and shit. Like, oh no. Let's see. So Death says it out right here. $10 for no changes. $20 for the Forgotten Lands since it has the DLC too. Understandable. Is that the same thing for Mario Party Jamboree TV? Let me see. And well, some upgrade packs are like $0. I'll get you the list. Yeah, I guess you can. I guess we could look at that briefly. I'm not gonna go into prices too much. I was just wondering what they was gonna do with that. Let me see. I don't know, I just kind of wish that they did like the Xbox and PlayStation route, I guess. That if you get something for like, I guess if you buy the game, you get like both versions of like the for example, I got WWE 2K25 thanks to Corey. That came included for some reason the Xbox One version, which I didn't know existed. So I'm just like, oh, they still doing this for like, you know, older like the older gen consoles. So that's kind of nice. And it came included. It was kind of like free. So for me, so I was just hoping that if I put it into the Switch 2, they'll just give me a $0 upgrade, I guess. Okay, that got the list. Confirmed titles that will receive a free Switch 2 patches. And thank you, by the way, for getting the list then. ARMS, Captain Toad, Treasure Tracker, let me see, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 3D World, plus Bowser Fury, Clubhouse Game 51, Worldwide Classics, The Legend of Zelda Link Awakening! Oh! Let me see, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. If it came with any, like, DLC... Oh, no, it's free, so it's just gonna be enhanced. I was gonna say, if it came with DLC, Kata would be happy for that one. Game Builder Garage, New Super Mario Bros. U, that's nice. Scarlet and Violet, that's kind of great too. Anything that helped that Gen 9 perform better. And Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain. Oh, that's good. Let me see. So those are gonna be like the free ones, right? Yeah, that would be received free for the Switch 2 patches. It will run better, play better, and you will have a better experience. Alright, sorry, I just had to take a sip of my water there. Anything else that I want to comment on this part? No. I just can't wait to see more of Kirby's story. Like, I'm glad that the game is getting more DLC, actually. Now, it's funny. Like, goddamn. Kata was hoping, she was wishing that we would get a third Breath of the Wild game. The Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. And I told her, like, I doubt that that's gonna happen because we just got Tears of the Kingdom. So they probably want to wait it out for a little while to make a new Zelda game. And then I was just like, the best bet they'll probably do, like, what the fuck did I told her? Like, the best bet that we'll get is another 2D, like, no, another, not 2D, another dungeon style Zelda. I mean, we just had a Zelda game that you get to actually play as Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. So I wouldn't mind a sequel to that game. And me kind of like agreed. It was like, yeah, I mean, it would be nice for a third game in the series, but like, realistically, another Dungeon Zelda would be nice. Cause you know, we just got something for the 3D Adventure Zelda fans. So now let's bring something for our, you know, our other side of the Zelda fandom. You know, keep it you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep it balanced. Little did we know, there was a third Zelda game in the works. But it wasn't Tears of the Kingdom, or the sequel wasn't, what was it called? Or it wasn't a sequel to, like, Echoes of Wisdom. It was, in fact, where the fuck is it at? Oh, come on, I'm losing it. I'm losing my momentum. Maybe the time stamp? Yeah, here you go. We got a third installment of Hyrule fucking Warriors. But don't get me wrong, I'm not trashing Hyrule Warriors. I think it looked like a great game. I never played the Dynasty Warriors series, but like, the game looks pretty fun and exciting. Kata told me it's a great series, and she has like a lot of fun with it. And look, you actually get to have a playable Zelda, which I'm glad Kip is doing. Kip is playing the no. Which I'm glad Kip... No, let me rewind this all the way to the beginning because I'm getting sidetracked. Which I'm glad Kip is doing the stream now because they don't have to listen to the spoilers. What I'm about to say right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Apparently, based on what Kata told me, Zelda goes back in time. So we got like the 64 game thing where you got Ocarina of Time and then you got what you call it? Majora's Mask. Now you have Zelda going, like, you got Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and Zelda going back in time to a new Hyrule Warrior game. And they're gonna branch off like a new timeline, or it's gonna like be set on a new timeline or some shit like that. Let me see. So, no. But when I first brought this up to Kata, when we were speculating what Zelda game was gonna come out, we didn't account that a new Hyrule Warrior was gonna be a thing. So when I mentioned that to her, she was like, "Yo, Nintendo, what the fuck?" I was dying. I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess we should account that this game could get a sequel." Like, I don't know how popular this game is. I'm sure a lot of people love it. But I didn't have this in my bingo card. I didn't have this in my list of like... If you would have asked me, alright, what Zelda game do you think would have a high chance of being made? For some reason, this should have been an easy obvious. And yet, this was the last thing to come to my mind. But I think it's great that it's getting another installment. And it has lore, like even more lore, to the Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild series. It's basically everything like Hyrule related. For like Hyrule Warriors and the two big Zelda games. Age of Imprisonment. So, be hyped for that one. Let me see. And then, before we got around to that, they were showing like more of the big hitters that are coming to Switch. So I guess this was around this timestamp. We can skip you. Yeah, let's start with Elden Ring. So this is why I was at... Oh shit, they connected the gamepad? Hey! Congratulations, Kip. There you go. Now the question is, what are they gonna do now? What's the next step from here? Hey, that's good. That's good. They got that connected. They got that finally set up. How many hours did it fucking took? 3 hours of me streaming, plus 8 fucking hours from the last time I came to the stream. Like, I invaded Wolfpack to like to see what they were doing. Then you got other days where Kip and Maid were just tag teaming, working on this together. Bro, this was a fucking passion project that they did. All to revive a fucking Wii U. Ain't that something? Okay. But anyway. Big hitting games. So now that the Switch is finally up to date, or at least it's starting, like, now it's finally upgraded itself. Like, it's not gonna be on par with like, the PS5. Or probably the Series S, probably by far. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to do so. But, like, now it's finally up there to the point that the bigger company, is finally like, oh, it's about damn time y'all got better equipment. Now we can bring some shit over to the goddamn Switch, which is always a nice thing. It's always great to have popular third-party titles, such as Elden Ring, come over to here. Final Fantasy Remake is coming over here as well. Street Fighter 6 is coming over here as well. And many more games to come in the future. Which is great, because now, oh yeah, isn't Cyberpunk 2077 also on that list too? So now it's a great thing, because sure, you can play it on your Xbox, you can play it on the PS5. One of the biggest advantages of the Switch and Switch 2 to this day is that you can play it on the go. You can play it on a car trip. You can play it on like a vacation or something like that. You can be in a hotel room and forgot your dock. Oh, but that's okay. I got my Switch 2 right here. So it's like still playing in handheld mode. Hades 2, like look at that. Like that's coming to the Switch as well. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm always for it. Now we can see which of these games are gonna be ported over to the Switch 2. And please, for the love of God, even though you can just play it on the PlayStation and Xbox Series S, at least upgrade Mortal Kombat 1. That shit look fugly. Plays fugly and is fugly. God damn, NetherRealm Studios robbed the fuck out of Nintendo with that one. Like they knew it. They had to been aware. You need a battery pack for the portable? Hey, whatever helps you play it in the long run and you can have fun. Oh, man. Is there anything else I gotta talk about around here? Let me see. They just briefly show Tony Hawk 3 and 4. It looks great. It looks fun. I'll show you right here. And don't say anything. I know what y'all gonna say, but just let me do my bit first. So where is it at? Tony Hawk was around here. Yeah, Tony Hawk 3 and 4, baby. Take a look at this fucking game. Tony Hawk series is back and better than ever. I'm glad that this game came back from the grave after being confirmed being canceled a long time ago. I guess a lot of people kind of like heard it and said like, yo, you ain't letting this game go. Bring this shit back. And hell yeah, we finally got Tony Hawk Pro Skater back in action onto the Switch 2. As you can see right here, where is it at? Summer 2025. 2025, yeah, in the summer. It's a shame, though. There's one problem with this, though. It's a shame that it's coming out on day one Game Pass. I'm gonna play it from the rip. So I would be hyped for it having a Switch 2 release if it wasn't for the fact that it's already Game 1 on Game Pass. So like, damn. Oh yeah, and apparently 007 is back. Like literally in real time when I was watching this with the Wolfpack, I was looking at this and saying like, ah yes, James Bond, my beloved. James Bond gonna be introduced to Smash 6. Lo and behold, Project 007 is an actual thing. I'm like, oh shit! Are we gonna get a new GoldenEye? GoldenEye 2? The return of GoldenEye? So that's kind of cool. James Bond series is back in action. I kind of find it funny that it's shown on Nintendo Direct rather than just any place else. Y'all guys can also correct me if I'm wrong on that too. Because, like, one of the most popular 007 games is GoldenEye. So, I guess it's fitting that they could bring you know, since it was super popular on the 64, it makes sense to have this special revival of James Bond to Nintendo Direct. Let's see. I'm grinning ear to ear. I've been waiting for a Pro Skater forever. Hey, it's maybe a remake of 3 and 4, but I'll take what I could get. I mean, sure, I got my fix from Thug Pro. And I could play through a lot of Tony Hawk 1 and 2 on the PS4 that gifted, because I think I got that downloaded too. But it's still great that, like, even though the game got canceled, they're coming right back. They're like, nah, pull this shit from the grave, remake that shit from the ground up, make some money. Make me some money. Oh, what a timeline. We're getting Tony Hawk 3, 4, and a new skate game? What a time to be alive, folks. We gotta bring back the extreme era. The extreme era. From the 90s. Oh, we're about to get to the next big thing? Oh, this was Zelda, so we already talked about that. So something surprising that came through. Well, I guess it was like a long time coming. But for me, I'm just like, it's time. Let's fucking go. Something that maybe jump a back. We've been waiting for it. We've been begging for it. I've been mostly wanting to see the day that this actually happens. We got the Cube. Nintendo GameCube games finally coming to NSO 2. Would this also be on Switch 1? That's actually a good question. If any of you guys know, please let me know if this is gonna be as well as the will come through the Switch 1, or do I have to have a Switch 2 to play through the GameCube stuff? Cause I'm pretty sure the Switch 1 could run GameCube games. So, I think it would be kind of awesome that they have it for both Switch 1 and Switch 2. But hey, either way, we got a victory. We got Zelda. We got Soul Calibur 2 with Link. We got Chibi Robo. It's Chibi Robo's coming. It's confirmed that we're gonna have the Ori Pokemon games coming. Hell, the world will explode if they add Melee. I don't think tournaments is gonna be the fucking same again. Okay, that's a huge statement to put. But think about it, cause Vista kind of made this as a joke, and now I'm just like, oh, Vista, don't put this looming cloud over us. Right when everybody's excited that we have this. So Vista joked that because now we got this emulator, like we got this emulator onto NSO, like we can now play the GameCube games. Is this Nintendo excuse to finally shut down stuff like Dolphin? Please no. No. When they start running Melee, like if Melee gets put onto the to the GameCube NSO, and Nintendo is gonna go balls out all or nothing to shut down all Melee tournaments that runs on like GameCube and Pacific Patch. What patch are we running on Melee anyway? Are we running the good one or are we running PAL? Like, which one are we running? But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, because of this, if they ever bring Melee over, would that be a celebration in the Smash Melee community? Or would that be doomsday on the block? Because that would be Nintendo saying like, yo, we finally giving you what you want, throw that shit in the garbage, and now play the NSO version. Think about that for a second. It's highly gonna be a no, and I know it's a Hail Mary crack theory. But it's crack theories like these that say Nintendo will never do that, and they fucking do it. So I'm both hyped and terrified for the day that comes through. Let me see. Toxic Dome said I need to update my playlist. It's online, so there's a good chance one will also have the GameCube library. Just to be sure, BRB. And that says, yes, Melee is using the Switch Online. What could go wrong? I mean, sorry. Dad! Speak to me! Yeah, but oh shit! Dad is stuck in Smash Ultimate lag! It's everybody's worst nightmare come true. I mean, fuck, everybody could just run Ethernet cables or something. I don't know. I mean, like, cause surely that worked. Oh, man. Let me see. Sorry, Pio, that's a negative. Is a Switch 2 exclusive? Fuck. I mean, I would see them. I mean, I guess I could see that. They had the emulator there for Switch 2 and all that stuff so they could run better. But I don't see any reason that they cannot run GameCube games on the regular Switch. Like, if they're trying to get around saying performance issues and all that stuff, no. I mean, y'all guys didn't have a problem porting Super Mario Sunshine 2 to the Switch, right? I mean, basically that. Like, I don't know. I just wish it was also for Switch 1. All right. Is there anything else we gotta talk about from here? Cause I'll talk about my hypes for the Cube. I'll talk about my fears of the Cube, but that's in certain different aspects. I could be happy and praise for the fact that I could actually play more F-Zero GX on this on the Switch 2, on the go or at home. I mean, sure, at home I can play it on emulator, and then on the go I can play it on a Switch 2. But still, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. And of course, you gotta play online with friends, which means you can open game chat, and you're gonna have like, the speed runs and competitions you're gonna have on this. I mean, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I wonder how people gonna, if assuming game chat will be running functionally, I wonder if people are gonna make multi-streams about that, where you're in Discord, you don't have to screen share or anything like that. You can just show what's happening in the bottom, even though all games, it look like it's what they showed on game chat is running on like 10 frames per second. Like, I wonder if people are gonna be crazy enough to do that. Alright, and let's see the games that they previewed that is gonna come out. Sunshine! Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which is something that always been in my mind to play. I actually do got it on my Dolphin emulator. It's just that I never touched it. So I'm just like, maybe I should get around to playing that game someday. It's like one of the only Fire Emblems that like I haven't like played, but I could like, you know, it's right there in front of me that I could touch anytime. We got XD Gale of Darkness, we got Coliseum, Strikers, Chibi Robo, Luigi's Mansion, and plenty more games to come too, so that's already a nice explosive lineup. Later on, bring us Mario Kart Double Dash, I'm trying to think of other games that I love playing. Bring me Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, cause why not? I fucking love Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. Controls weirdly, but I still fucks with that game. You got the GameCube controller right there, prepared for that shit to be scalped. Same thing with the Switch 2 in general. I'm sure that Nintendo is more than prepared for that. Let me see. Oh, it's time. It's time. Folks, man. Oh, man. I was hyped up a lot in this Direct, right? But I will say 90% of that goes to this. Motherfucking Deltarune! Chapter 3 and 4. Apparently, that said there was gonna be a 5-2, but they just gone with 3 and 4. Hey, I'll take it. I wasn't even expecting a fourth one. I thought we were just gonna go 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Well, there was gonna be like what, 7 chapters? But we was gonna be like 1, 2, and 3. We're given 3, and they was gonna continue working on 4, 5, and so on and so on. I live under a rock. I don't go to Twitter. I haven't been seeing like much videos on Deltarune. But my man, oh, when I saw this trailer, I was hyped up to the moon. To the fucking moon. I had to tell Wolfpack, like, yo, I haven't said this shit in a while, but I gotta go change my pants, man. Cause I just freaking nutted. I didn't told them the nut part, but like, and I'm sure they would have lived life better if I didn't told them that. But guaranteed, I was whiter than this goddamn dog on the floor. It was too much white. Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Alright. Dog, for this special occasion, I have to let y'all guys see this trailer, cause this shit was hype. Maybe y'all guys that don't care too much on Deltarune, but goddamn, if you guys been following my streams for so long, y'all will know how much I've been anticipating the next Deltarune. Ooh! How many eggs can you fill with that white? Millions, maybe. Billions, trillions, maybe. To the point that I need to see a doctor. But or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe just like a few, and now I have to go to the hospital for a low count. But still. Alright. Y'all guys gotta see this fucking trailer. I'll let this rock out. And it's the theme song that gets me fucking hyped too! I can't wait! Oh, it's gonna come out as soon as the Switch 2 on Switch 2 launch day. Oh, Toby, give it to me now! People are gonna be like, oh man, you're gonna get the Switch 2 for Deltarune? Oh, that's crazy! Switch 2? Fuck all that with the Switch 2. I'm getting that shit on the PC, like, oh, I'm playing it. I want this game. Oh, I haven't said this phrase in a long time too. Give me this game on my lap so I can have fun fucking playing this game. Like, god damn, man. I need this game on my lap today. And it's crazy too, because I was thinking while all this is going on, I was thinking in the back of my mind, even though I was like doing the rewatching my stuff for like VOD's sake and all that, I think it's time for a Deltarune revisit. Maybe for like chapter 1 and 2. Because I have zero, like, I mean, I do remember like key bits of the story. But in terms of little lore that you know is going to come in big play in the future in the chapter 3 and 4. That I need to get reminded on. So I might just rewatch my old playthrough again. Just for the fun of it. Just so I could be refreshed in the lore. Or I just watch a playthrough or like some type of YouTube video on it. And I'm thinking like either we're just gonna jump between, I'm stuck between jumping into Deltarune chapter 3 and 4. Or we do a revisit. We go back in time and we replay Deltarune chapter 1 and 2 following up to 3 and 4. Cause you know with with Undertale, with Deltarune, like getting this big of a release, and it has been so long, it's gonna be packaged together. I'm kind of curious if they added like a couple, things in between, like little Easter eggs or like little like secrets, kind of like what Toby like did a fun thing with the Xbox version of Undertale, or the console version of Undertale. I'm sorry, little fun things like that. If I play 1 and 2, I wonder if I'll get something out of it. Not a big payoff, not like a big thing like, oh, this is gonna be game changing to the lore and all that stuff. No. Even if it's for like a fun Easter egg or something like fun to like, oh yeah, this is fun to run into, I would appreciate that a lot. Cause that means they have been like improving like what's been going on in chapter 1 and 2. And then we jump on to like 3 and 4. Oh man, you still need to finish chapter 2? Hey, you should talk to. I recommend it. Go play Deltarune. Amazing game. It's funny too, cause like I didn't know that Corey had no idea what Deltarune even was. Cause when I mentioned it, like, yo, I'm hype as shit for that Deltarune. He's like, Deltarune? What the fuck is a Deltarune? I'm like, oh, you didn't heard of it? I guess it's kind of like a branch off of Undertale. And then he's like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, well, it's not canon to the story, but it's like, see it like an alternate dimension. And I'm glad this game said it. It's like a parallel universe. So, well, even though we expected that it's a parallel universe, now everybody's clear that's new to Deltarune know that it's a parallel universe to Undertale. But I still wonder if motherfucking Azrael and motherfucking Sans are the same person from Undertale. And I'm only gonna keep it as that because I don't want to spoil it too much. Like, if Kip happened to watch in the back burner, like, let me go see this VOD. I don't want to spoil too much on what I mean by that. It's bad enough that I spoiled enough of Digital Circus to Dusty. I don't want to spoil it too much for Kip if they happen to watch this. And by the way, Borderlands, who cares? Oh man. Nah, I'm hyped for Borderlands 4, but I'm not that hyped on it than I was with Borderlands 3. I had a lot of fun with Borderlands 2 with Corey, and then me and him and Quan beat Broke Knight just to beat Borderlands 3. And I was alright with Borderlands 3. It was a fun game to play with friends. But like, for me, my favorite out of the bunch was 2. And 4 is looking solid. It's looking clean. That's all I can ask for Borderlands. Oh shit, the DLC is included with Borderlands now? I might have to re-download that and ask Quan and Corey if we all want a game on that. Hey, if we all want to do a Borderlands stream, a playthrough on Wolfpack, I wouldn't say no to that either. That'd be something we could do. But goddamn, a game like Borderlands where you gotta do like 500 side quests while doing like the main story. I don't know if we could make that into a long-running series, or we're just gonna get bored by it by the third stream. Let me see. I don't know. I'm not getting it for a few years, and that's a commitment. Yup. I come back once every 3 years for 3 hours. I mean, hey. We did a special stream on Destiny. What's another 10 hours on Borderlands 3? Oh, man. Alright, so we talked about that. We talked about Deltarune. And you know what? Nintendo! You thought you was fucking slick. Developers of the certain game that I'm going to say. You thought y'all guys was fucking slick. I was watching this direct with Wolfpack and all that stuff. And I don't know if anybody in the Wolfpack caught it or was gonna comment on it. But I beat it right to the punch when I say, where is that section at? I say. These motherfuckers, look how slick they is. everybody's anticipating all these new re-releases, these ports over to the Switch 2. We got some big reveals from Mario. Deltarune got everybody, mostly everybody, excited. And then out of nowhere, you had the balls, the audacity, the fucking galls to drop Silk Song on us so casually for a few seconds. Hello? A game that everybody been waiting on for years and wanted more information on. We only get like 2 seconds? Like 2 seconds of footage? Are you fucking kidding me? This, whoa. Tigers don't say, whoa. Gunny 2? Gunny 2 is way better than this Silk Song clip. Hey, to be fair, I never played it, so I'm also with y'all with that type of excitement too. So wait a minute. You know, I'm gonna be hyped for y'all too. You know what? This is for y'all. Let's replay that. Y'all have the balls to not just drop this for a couple of seconds on Gunnian, but also drop this for a few on Silk Song. This is what true Silk Song fans practice. And speaking of Silk Song fans, now with the announcement of Silk Song, I think it's time to go to a legend, a GOAT. I think either Toxic Dome or Den sent me. I'm pretty sure it was Dead. But I think it's time that we gotta go back to the legend, the GOAT, the one who's been keeping track of this since the very beginning. My boy, I am talking about Daily Silk Song News. I wonder how they're feeling about this, what the fuck am I looking at here? I just pulled this up and I wasn't even looking at what I didn't even think about what I was thinking, what I was looking at. But we got #1 Silk Song fan, Daily Silk Song News, giving us a grand announcement about Silk Song. Wait, there's reactions to... That's not me? Alright, so I'm gonna hire this up. I gotta shut my mouth because the king is about to talk. Make way. Our legend returns to tell us our daily Silk Song news. Alright, everybody, y'all buckle up, y'all seated in, because this is big.
Today's...
I obviously missed a bunch of this channel. Like, didn't he, like, used to do this everything on a black screen? Last time I saw that, it was like he sang like a Christmas carol or some shit for Silk Song. For his ancestors or some shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
What is that?
Oh, it's the alarm that plays when there's Silk Song news.
Wait!
Oh, no, Silk Song news?
What do we do?
No one told me what to do when there's actual news. I just took this shot because...
I fucking love it. Because like now that Silk Song news is like all here, at a meme account that talks about like Silk Song news until we get Silk Song news. Now we got Silk Song news.
I don't have to do anything.
What do we do?
Well, we have to do something. Where's Zara?
I don't know.
Where?
Oh, it's only we have a script to talk about Silk Song news.
Clear the office. Everyone out. Everyone out. Today is April 2nd, 2025. This is our Aura, your host for today, bringing you your daily Silk...
I love that! The energy! The vibe! This is what content creation is really about! Not talking about like, hey guys, I'm Jeff1234, and I'm here to talk to you about the latest news on Silk Song. As you see, on Nintendo Direct, Switch 2, they brought up Silk Song for like the past few seconds, and we're gonna overanalyze it for like at least 10 minutes because we need that good go ad revenue. Nah, you gotta bring the heat, you gotta bring the fire. If you're talking about something this big, you gotta bring the energy that is big. I like it. I like this vibe. I like his energy.
Clear the office. Everyone out. Today is April 2nd, 2025. This is our Aura, your host for today, bringing you your daily Silk Song news. And there has been news. Yes, news.
Let's go! Yes. Say it again.
Yes.
To report
for Silk Song today on today's Nintendo Direct
The fandom's finally eaten. They could get paid.
For the Switch 2, near the end, they showed us footage, new footage.
Yeah!
Of Silk Song, new footage of Silk Song. 3 different sections. First,
3 different sections. 3 different sections in the time span of 3 seconds. Let's go!
Jumping around the Masquerado.
Look, I know I'm making all these jokes and memes and all that stuff, but I'm not bashing or anything like that. I'm really fucking excited for Silk Song fans for this.
Now this is an area,
especially Mess, because I think he was the one that was like, if I recall, he was following this for a long, like he's one of the long time followers, like waiting to see more news for this shit. So, and I remember him vividly, like very excited that I was playing Hollow Knight at one point in my classic stream. So, I wonder if Mez is through the roof seeing these 3 seconds of footage.
We already know, nothing much new there. But then,
Omni must have been freaking out when he saw this. That's another reaction I had to see too. Motherfucking Omni. I haven't saw his reaction yet. But know that when they casually dropped this, I bet he was freaking the fuck out. Because every direct, he always memed that, oh, are we getting Silk Song news? No Silk Song news? Oh, okay, it's over then. But now, it's real. I forget, did you ended up beating Hollow Knight? Sadly, no. I forgot how far I got in it. I know I did that one stream on it, and I played it for a little while offline. We're talking about years. This was like way back. So I got it to a certain point and then never touched it again. I'm thinking I'm starting a new playthrough on that. Because I was thinking on, like, a couple days ago, like, when I saw, yesterday, like, when I saw this, not a couple days ago, yesterday, that I was like, yo, maybe I should, like, re-download this game, too, and play it. Or, like, re-download the first game and play it. Very fun game.
It transitions to the second area, and we see Hornet sliding.
And make a day for Ordy, too.
Down slopes. She's sliding down, I repeat.
You beat it on the Switch OLED in no black tones? Chef's kiss. This game is fucking beautiful, man. In every sense of the word. From its graphics, like its 2D, like graphic 2D, like, no, from the environments, to the animations, to how the game plays, like, to even the layouts of the worlds and the map and all that stuff. Great. Couldn't recommend it enough.
It slopes! They're slopes! To the second area, and we see Hornet sliding down slopes! She's sliding down, I repeat, slopes!
We got slopes in Silk Song! Let's go, baby! I can't believe we got slopes in Silk Song before GTA 6. That's why!
There are slopes in Silk Song! This is why it took so long!
Yeah, it took them like years to make this game. Just to add slopes.
And finally, after this, we see Hornet fighting a bunch of bugs with cloth masks on, and one of them is a spider. And then she kills it, we see her killing it.
Yo, he breathing hard just as much. On this 2-minute video, just as how hard I'm breathing, keeping up with this stream.
And those are the 3 clips, the new 3 clips that we saw with a new area and with slopes. Apparently there was a 4th clip right at the end where it wraps up all the games of Hornet fighting a massive bug. New clip of her fighting a massive bug. I just noticed that.
Okay, 4 seconds of footage.
But the most important thing to note, 2025 release window!
You know, that's actually... I'm gonna sound like a total dumbass when I say this. That actually is, like, very big news that I didn't even peep that it's coming out this fucking year. We eating good.
They showed...
And I apologize for being a dumbass and not see this right in front of my face.
Right there, the Silk Song is coming out in 2025.
Yeah!
Everybody, this is the end. The cake was real. It was real. It was not a lie.
I wouldn't go that far, sir.
It was real. and the Steam copyright year change, that was also real. We won! We won! This has been your daily news for Silksong for today, April 2nd, 2025.
Ahem.
It's gonna break my heart the day when Silksong finally releases, and it's gonna make meme channels like this finally go down. Like, they're gonna have their final episode. Unless they want to, like, talk about, like, they go into the next level and just be like, alright, let's talk about the game. Here's your news on this. Or, like, or maybe he could make a meme channel, or, like, he could evolve the meme channel. Like, alright, we got our Silksong 2. Shit, what are we gonna do for this channel now? Welcome to day one of welcome to day one of Hollow Knight news, Hollow Knight 3 news before it's announced. Like, or he could be finally set free. That's a other alternative that he could do. But, like, what's his descent?
This is your daily Hollow Knight news for April 3rd, 2015. This is Colin, and there is no news for Hollow Knight today. This has been your daily Hollow Knight news for April 3rd, 2015.
Yo, compare and contrast, dog. Compare and fucking contrast. Bro, let's listen to this voice one more time.
Hey guys, this is your daily Hollow Knight news.
Wait, this was uploaded 6 hours ago? What? Why do I feel like this was something from way back? What? Well, I guess we're still going with our daily Hollow Knight news. Oh yeah, I guess that is true, because now we're going back. We had news, and now we're back to having no news, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
News for April 3rd, 2015. This is Colin, and there is no news for Hollow Knight today.
Now compare that voice to, like, after looking at the daily news of this, after a while, after hearing his voice in that one song, I didn't think he would pull Arlo to be like, oh, I never overreact to anything. I'm not a reaction type of guy. Two
Slopes! There are slopes in Silksong! This is why it took so long!
The hype is real. Never let the dream die. Like, normally, I love it when people with monotone, like, people that say, like, they're monotone, they have, like, monotone voices, they can't, like, react to anything, have, like, a fucking big-ass reaction. Can I hear that one more time?
She's sliding down! I repeat! Slopes! There are slopes in Silksong!
I want this to be memed. I want this to go viral on the internet. Like, whenever someone talks about Silksong and what they're hype about it for, like, oh, I can't wait, I've been waiting for this years, just yell, slopes! Motherfucking slopes. Damn, I can't believe that they put that on us. Alright, and now we can start getting, we're close to, like, wrapping up this Switch 2 stuff. So, let's start fast forwarding a little bit. So, while I'm looking at this video like a dumbass. Like, let's see, get rid of all this stuff, because we already looked at all that. Lower this down again. Where are we at? Come on, P.O. We're about to hit 4 hours. You're in the home stretch now. I'm not gonna lie, I am fucking tired out. I was overhyped. It is hot in this room. And I'm just running off fumes. Fucking fumes. To keep up this energy and make it all the way through the end. I didn't expect the Sonic and Pokemon segment to be that long. Me and Shrimp stuck a long while reacting to the FNAF trailer. And now we're finally here talking about the direct, what I'm excited for. And we're finally at the tail end of like wrapping everything up soon. So let's get down to it. So I'm gonna sound like a major dumbass. Yeah, Shrimp. You really want me to open some corned beef while I'm about to react to something big that happened on the stream? How does one open this?
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Okay, I think I remember how. Alright. Hang on, chat. I'm doing something important. This is between life and death. That it is worth interrupting the stream, apparently. I'm gonna open a can of corned beef. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, this is so challenging. This is destructive. Nah, I got it. I got you. So there's like a key, and then you put it there, and you just twist this. I wonder if it's still good. Ugh. I'm glad this actually opened as I was hoping to, cause the first one that we had it freaking broke, and then we had to use a can opener to open it, and then the can opener wasn't working, so we just smashed it until we made a hole, and then used the can opener. I remember my first time opening corned beef. There you go. Well, you gotta remember, we had it for like about half a month.
Alright. I wondered what that is.
I don't know.
Oh.
It'll look fine when it's done cooking. Okay. PL, don't worry. This is a no judgment zone unless you say something dumb. Alright, here's my dumb question. Is this a Souls game? I know there's the develop. I don't know if this is from the same developers or not. They probably said the name, but I'm like, this flew over my head. This really flew over my head until I saw the comic section. One in particular that got me cracking the fuck up. Let me see. What was this wank? No, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up and then we'll read it. Let me see. So was it? It's Bloodborne. Blood Dust?